and Muscatine. It is always the first meet of the year, the first tournament of the year for the West Delaware Hawks. And it's always a good tournament to really start things off on the right foot is that first Saturday in December. Usually that first tournament in December, the opening day of deer season, as Roger, should be another great tournament here today.
Well, it is, Jamie. We always talk about the quality of individual wrestlers here. You know, the numbers are down. I was just looking at the numbers in the brackets here at 106. We have 10 teams, as you said. 106, there's only 6 wrestlers. 113, there's 6. 120, there's 6. 126, there's 7. 132, there's 8. 138, there's 8. 145 is the full bracket. 152, there's 8 wrestlers. 160, there's 7. 170, there's 7. 182, there's 9. 195, there's only 5. 220 and 285 are full brackets. So you talk about the numbers are down a little bit, but by the time this thing is over, the level of individual talent here is going to be unbelievable. There's some teams here. There's, I think, 5 or 6 returning state place winners here, some state qualifiers, some conference champs. And by the time this day is over, those champions, first, second, third placers, you're going to see some quality kids, some quality matches. And we always, you get to that district, you get to that state time in February, we always look back at this tournament and see how many winners and place winners at this tournament you see as conference place winners, district qualifiers, and state qualifiers in Des Moines. It's always interesting to watch that. But, Jamie, like you said, this is a measuring stick. You've been going two and a half weeks of practice. You've been beating on each other. You've maybe had one duel. Might have been a double duel. You might have 2 to 3 matches in. But this is going to be the first real test of your stamina because you've got to go through an individual tournament where you're going to have to wrestle 3 to 4 matches today, and they're going to be 3 to 4 tough matches.
Well, they certainly will. As this one of the tournaments where we only cover the West Delaware wrestlers here today, and this is really one of the few all-day tournaments that we do. Starting in the next couple weeks, we'll probably do some online coverage for the first part of these tournaments and then go live for the semifinals and finals. But only West Delaware, our only area school here today. We'll also be keeping an eye on some other area tournaments going on today as a big tournament, 31-team tournament over in Independence started yesterday, a 2-day tournament. That continues today. Monticello hosting the Guilford Invitational there. Last night, Cascade had the Cascade Duels. Also have North Lynn is over at the Chris Davis Invitational at Wapsie Valley. And so we'll be keeping track of all of those tournaments throughout the day here as well, and let you know how our area teams are doing. Let's go through the brackets here for the Bob Murphy Invitational. Starting at 106, Luke Farmer of West Delaware, your number 4 seed. He has a first-round bye. He will take on Jacob Vogt from Decorah in the quarterfinal round. 113 pounds. Evan Woods also with a first-round bye. He'll take on Jackson Bruns of Benton Community in the quarterfinals. West Delaware does not have a wrestler at 120 pounds and at 126 pounds. It's Stavely Mowry from West Delaware, the freshman, will have a first-round bye. He will take on the number 3 seed, Alex Farmer. At 132 pounds, Ryan Phillips of West Delaware is your number 2 seed. He has a first-round bye. He'll take on Colin Courtney of DeWitt Central. 138 pounds, Cole Engel of West Delaware is your top seed. He has a first-round bye. He'll take on Mason Manning of Central DeWitt in the quarterfinals. 145 pounds, Cale Meyer of West Delaware is your number 3 seed. He has a first-round bye. He'll take on Caleb Brower of Dike New Hartford. 152 pounds, Mitchell Mangold of West Delaware with a first-round bye. He will take on Tristan Cleveland of Dike New Hartford in the quarterfinals. 160 pounds, Jared Voss of West Delaware, the freshman with a first-round bye. He'll take on Gavin Ashley, the number 4 seed from Muscatine. At 170 pounds, Jack Newhouse of West Delaware with a first-round bye. He'll take on Nathan Tappy from Decorah in the quarterfinal round. 182 pounds, Jordan Brees of West Delaware is your number 2 seed. He will take on Max Lovell from Grinnell in the quarterfinals. 195 pounds. Harrison Goebel of West Delaware is your top seed. He will have 2 byes all the way to the semifinals, so Harrison will not wrestle till middle of the afternoon. When Harrison will wrestle, he'll wrestle the winner of Hunter McMahon and Zachariah Crawford. We're going to take a break and have our national anthem. We'll finish our brackets right after this. You're listening to West Delaware Wrestling from the Bob Murphy Invitational from KMCH Sports.
Contact me, Chad Frazier, at BC Land Services in Earlville for all your maintenance projects such as tree removal and trimming, small dirt work projects, lawn seeding, and more. BC Land Services is fully insured and licensed. Contact me at 563-590-8074 or on Facebook. And best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Since 1995, Edgewood Feed Mill Construction has provided customers with a quality, pre-engineered building package for their swine facility needs. Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
This is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors and Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, and GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. We have big town inventory with small town service. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware Turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester proudly supports all area athletes. Bob Stephen Motors is your locally owned and operated GM dealer in Manchester. Visit them on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
Back into the Seedorf Gymnasium and the Bob Murphy Wrestling Invitational. Actually had Bob Murphy in the house here earlier, or he's still here. He's officiating here today. So good to see Mr. Murphy, the namesake of this tournament, here in attendance officiating here tonight. Always good to see him. Also have, is that Meineke there in the middle? Nope, that's got Lowell Teat down there, Bill Neighbor here as well. And good officiating crew here today for this Bob Murphy Invitational. As we left you off in the brackets, weight class 220, as Ben Ridenauer of West Delaware, the junior, has a first-round bye. He will take on the number 4 seed, Henry Martins of Davenport Assumption, in the quarterfinal round. And at heavyweight, it'll be Cody Wenger. Cody Wenger from West Delaware, the junior, has a first-round bye. He'll take on Brendan Lunsford of Fairfield in the quarterfinal rounds. I believe there's only, did we count 6 matches, 6 first-round matches here, and West Delaware does not have any of those matches. But Roger should, either way, some great competition here today. Always just kind of, like we said earlier, this is where the season starts. You've got the West Delaware Hawk Invitational. You've got 10 teams here. We've seen 8. We've seen 6, almost 16. We've seen 5 teams at the Bob Murphy Invitational. But here today, 3 mats right down the center of the Seedorf Gymnasium. And like you mentioned earlier, by the time this thing really gets going, there's going to be some great matchups throughout this tournament.
Well, there is. And the hardest thing about it is, Jamie, there's a lot of youngsters here. And when you sit in that seating meeting as a coach, you've got a freshman that's really, really good, and you really can't say anything about them because they don't have any varsity experience yet. And it's very, very hard. You know the quality of those kids, and West Delaware has a couple in their lineup that are outstanding, but to sit in the seating meeting and trying to put a freshman up that has no varsity experience, no head-to-head with anybody else, no returning experience, it's very difficult to seed those kids. So they're really at the mercy of where they get landed in the bracket, and that's tough for a freshman. But you know what? As Coach Voss said, they're going to earn their spurs today, and it's going to be challenging. And several of the teams have some outstanding freshmen. Assumption's got some great freshmen. Red Oak has some great freshmen. Grinnell has some tremendous freshmen, as does West Delaware. So you've got some tremendous youth. You've also got some tremendous upperclassmen here that have state meet experience, that are state place winners. and you're gonna see some outstanding wrestling before this day is over in each individual weight.
Absolutely. As we've got a second here before we have our first mat of the day, take a look at some team scores from that Independence Wrestling Invitational. Team scores right now: Fort Dodge way out in the lead, 232.5 points. Christian Brothers College High School out of Missouri is second with 185 points. Scott West High School out of Minnesota is third with 166.5 points. Independence in 15th place with 84.5 points. A very tough tournament over there today in Independence, Roger, and what a great way to start the season. You're guaranteed a lot of matches in that tournament.
Well, yeah, that's a 2-day tournament, and you know, you're going to get 3 or 4 matches on Friday. You're going to get 3 or 4 matches on Saturday. You're going to come out of that tournament with 6 to 8 matches, and those 6 to 8 matches are state meet quality matches. As the caliber of that tournament is unbelievable. That's like a mini national Midwest tournament with the teams that are there, and like you said, there's some good Iowa wrestling, there's some good Missouri, some good Minnesota wrestling, and what a way to check yourself on the opening weekend, wrestling in a tournament like that.
Absolutely. We mentioned North Lynn is at the Chris Davis Invitational at Wapsie Valley today, as they are there with Wapsie Valley, South Wind, Central Springs, Eagle Grove, Waukon, Nashua, Plainfield, HLV Victor, Tripola, Owine, and Central City, Springville. As take a look at some other tournaments. That's a tough tournament as well. Wapsie Valley is a very good team tournament today, Roger.
They are, and they've got some really good returners. Their lower weights are very, very solid, and they've got a couple of really good upper weights. So they've got good balance in their team. They're gonna win a lot of matches. They're gonna score well in some tournaments. And I believe Southwind was there. We'll get a peek at them next weekend as we travel to Kalmar for that Warrior invite at Kalmar. So we'll get first-hand look at some quality wrestling next weekend as Southwind and New Hampton are there. So that'll be a lot of fun to travel north again. But Wapsie Valley always puts together a solid wrestling team. And of course, their longtime coach Chris Davis was the foundation of that program over there. He did a good job keeping that program up and running. And quality kids, quality coaching, and they've carried on that tradition over there. So solid team. They will be 3 weeks from today. They'll be at the Starmont invite. That's always the Doug Guilford tournament at Starmont. That always has some quality individuals there also.
And Western Dubuque is at the Dubuque Invitational today. Also in that tournament is Dubuque Hempstead, Clinton, Dubuque Senior, Grant Highland, and of course they put together a JV All-Star team for that meet there as well. So good tournament over there for the Dubuque Invitational. Also today, not sure if we have any area teams at Jessup for that Invitational. As taking a look here is East Buchanan maybe. Nope, we do not have any area teams at the Jessup Invitational, but we do have some at the Monticello Guilford Invitational as they're hosting their tournament today. And in that tournament in Monticello today is Beckman, Anamosa, Marion, Vince Shellsburg, Sumner Fredericksburg, Cedar Rapids Prairie JV, and of course the host team Monticello Panthers. So another good tournament there, as well as the Monticello Guilford Invitational. And Roger, a lot of these area schools, we talk about it, a lot of those are possible conference tournament matchups down the road. So a lot of those matches are very must-win situations for a lot of those kids.
Well, they are. You're going to see that right here because out of the Walmack, you have West Delaware, you have Benton Community, and you have Central DeWitt. And you know as well as I do that last Friday night in February when we traveled to Marion for that Walmack seating meeting, the matches here, some of the matches that you're going to see here affect that seeding. So every time you wrestle somebody head-to-head, it's going to be very, very important to what happens later on in the season. So we've got three very good teams from the Walmack here today, and the Walmack spread out all over the place today. So We're going to get a chance to see how tough. You're going to see how tough the Womack is after today.
Absolutely. You mentioned East Buchanan. They are actually at the Williamsburg Raider Duels today, as East Buchanan in the first round was defeated by Center Point Urbana 40-39. They then came back and defeated Belle Plaine 57-6 in the second round. They will also take on BGM and Williamsburg to finish out the day in the Williamsburg Raider Duels. As that is a look at our area teams and where they're at today. As we're just finishing up these first round matches, we're going to be back in just a little bit as Luke Farmer will be the first Hawk up here at 106 pounds. So we will have Luke Farmer in just a little bit. We'll take another short break and come back with that match right after this. You're listening to the Bob Murphy Invitational right here on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you.
Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa, located at 225 West Main Street in Manchester and 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance in Manchester. When you need service, call us. If it's time for a new appliance, we have the selection you're looking for. Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, 111 West Main Street in Manchester. Or find us online at gateway.biz. That's G, the number 8, WAY.biz, and on Facebook.
Anderson is the leader in doors and windows. They set the bar high with high-performing, dependable, energy-efficient products for your renovation and building projects. Contact your local vendor, Delhi Lumber, at 922-2404 for all of your window needs. Delhi Lumber, your authorized Anderson Windows dealer, big-town quality with small-town service.
This is Dr. Tim Collier from Dental Associates of Manchester. We take pride in the environment we provide our patients with a caring attitude and unsurpassed comfort. For the kind, compassionate, and competent dental care you deserve, call us at 927-GRIN. Dental Associates of Manchester, creating healthy smiles for life.
Back into the Seedorf Gymnasium, we are ready for wrestling action as Luke Farmer will be up on mat number 1 for West Delaware, starting things off, taking on Jacob Volt from Decorah in this quarterfinal round match.
Well, Jamie, he's right off where he started the other night at Waverly Shell Rock. He's got an easy high crotch to pick up his first 2 takedowns. Now he's got Vogt on his back. Boy, he scored a fall the other night in the first period. He had a 2.3-second takedown, and he's right back to business here. A man on a mission is Luke Farmer. As he's scoring some back points, he's got a leg jerk in. He went to cross-face far shoulder, and he's got Vogt on his back. Now he's got a cradle locked up. This could be a fall for the sophomore from West Delaware. As he's got that cradle locked up, Vogt is wiggling back and forth. There's the fall right there. Luke Farmer 2-0 with 2 falls. That's a fall in 43 seconds. So he'll have his hands full this next round, Jamie, taking on Trenton McDonough, the very, very fine senior from Davenport Assumption. And he will get tested. He'll get tested in that match.
Yes, he will. And, you know, McDonough's very good. As we saw him last couple years. And I remember McDonough coming in and Coach Bush from Davenport Assumption saying, you know, I got a pretty good freshman, and it doesn't seem like that long ago, and McDonough should be a senior already. But I tell you what, he's really done a great job these last few years, and a real staple in that Assumption lineup the last 4 years.
Well, that's one thing we've learned from Coach Bush over the years that they've been here, and it's turned into a pretty good rivalry between West Delaware and Assumption. Every time he says he's got a pretty good wrestler, he's a pretty good wrestler.
Well, absolutely he is. You know, and that's one of the things, too. It's early on in this season where he's got a lot of guys. He doesn't know where they're going to be. He doesn't know where they're going to be by the end of the season. He said he had some injuries today. And that's kind of the case early on here is, you know, this first meet of the year, you know, it's kind of a learning curve for some wrestlers. As I know, going through the changes that were made this morning with some of the coaches, you hear about freshmen or people not making weight, and sometimes you ask who it is, and it ends up being a freshman, and that was the case a couple times today. But, it's one of those things they learn quick, especially after not making weight. You learn the hard way pretty quick, and maybe a few sprints or some things maybe remind you to make weight the next time.
Well, exactly right. And, again, we talked about that on Thursday, the difference from going from, a year ago, these kids were wrestling, middle school wrestling at 2-1-1, and, you wrestle maybe some weekend tournaments, but now you get into an actual varsity tournament where you've got a set weigh-in, and then you wrestle a first-round match, then you got to sit around, then you got to wrestle another match. That learning curve for some freshmen tends to be a little bit steep, and as you said, Jamie, a lot of times it only takes one tournament for them to get with it, and imagine those freshmen, some of them that had trouble with their weight this morning, will learn to control that a little bit better.
Well, coming up, we should have, at 113 pounds, believe we should have Evan Woods coming up for West Delaware. Although I do not see, they're a couple matches behind. Evan Woods might be coming up in a little bit on mat number 3. So we'll take another short break, and we'll come back with Evan Woods in just a little bit. You're listening to coverage from the Bob Murphy Invitational right here on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Jay's Auto Supercenter in Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. That's Jay's Auto. Customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Jay's Auto!
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Family fun and great food await you at Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar. Come out for a fun night of bowling or watch the big game on their 10-foot HD big screen. And of course, great food and your favorite beverages. Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar on East Main in Manchester.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Your family.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Stop by Dyersville Comics and Games, your local comic book and gaming store today. Gaming events go on daily, and there is a great selection of comics and games to choose from. It's definitely worth a stop. Dyersville Comic and Games, located on 2nd Avenue Southeast in Dyersville. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches on a successful season.
And back into the Bob Murphy Wrestling Invitational here at the Seedorf Gymnasium in Manchester. Jamie Vasky, Roger Reed back along with you. Evan Woods up for West Delaware over on mat number 3. As Evan wrestling at 113 pounds, taking on Jackson Bruns from Benton Community, who's 1-2 on the season. Evan 0-1 on the young season for the Hawks, as they are ready to go. And of course, Bruns from Benton Community. So got to see a lot of Benton Community. TJ Murphy, former West Delaware wrestler and graduate, and son of Bob Murphy of the Bob Murphy Invitational. So good to see TJ again. I think he had to come aid the Hawks a little bit in setting up these new track wrestling clocks today. But Evan Woods taking on Bruns from Benton Community.
And that's a very nice high crotch by Woods. That's actually about an 8-second. Now he's got Bruns on his back, Jamie. This could be another fall. There's a fall. I'll tell you what, when you're on that mat with the referee, you better be ready. That's an 18-second fall for Woods. And Woods will now take on Brock Beck from Grinnell. He's a sophomore at 3-0. That's going to be a great match. Well, Jamie, the Hawks are kind of starting off where they ended Thursday night. You know, they had 5 falls Thursday night, and they've started the day with 2 wins and 2 falls. So, you know, that's something as a coach you always preach, is when you got somebody on their back, you keep them on their back, and you don't let them off their back. You work for the fall, because as we found out Thursday night, those falls are the difference in winning meets and losing meets. As the Iowa Hawkeyes found out last night also, those falls are the difference between winning meets and losing meets, feeling good about yourself and your team, or not feeling so good about yourself and your team.
Absolutely, and a great job there by Evan Woods, and of course Luke Farmer as well, as not wasting any time getting the fall and helping the team score. As see what we've got coming up here for the Hawks. Nobody on mat 2 coming on deck. Stavely Mowry will be in the hole, or he will be on deck, mat number 1. And we'll have his match here in just a second. This Stavely Mowry, he may be up. Is he up now? Or are they just starting that? Davenport Assumption and Benton Community, are they up on mat number 1?
Up on mat 1,
okay.
Jamie.
So he will be on deck, mat number 1. And again, a great day. Probably be better days to be in a gym, as it's weather's beautiful for that opening day of deer season. As hopefully, you know, in the past you've mentioned to huddle up and cuddle next to your radios. You won't have to do that, as a lot of the hunters may be in short sleeves today.
Well, yeah, I had to strap my fluorescent orange tarp around my car this morning as I left Strawberry, as the slugs were were flying this morning on all corners of northeast Iowa there. So always a great day, but this has to be one of the nicest weather days that we've had here. And just an outstanding warm outside. We always say it's cold outside and warm in here. It's going to be warm outside and even warmer in here today before this tournament is over.
Absolutely. As we mentioned, coming up on mat number 1 on deck, it's going to be Stavely Mowry. And right after him, it'll be Colt Engel. So we'll have Hawks up back-to-back over here on mat number 1, as that could be up here real shortly as potential fall coming up. Ryan Phillips is in the hole on mat number 3. So once the Hawks get going here, we're going to have wrestling action pretty rapid here.
Well, that's always the case when you've got you've got some open weights, some open brackets, and you got to get through this initial round where you get the buys out of the way, and then you get the wrestling going full bore here. And again, as we stated, there's two full brackets here today, and a couple with 9 in it. So once you get those buys out of the way, the wrestling here will go by fairly quickly, and the West Delaware Hawks will be consecutive matches on consecutive mats. So we'll have a lot of action coming up here after this mat is over on mat number. After this match on mat 1 is over, we'll have some continuous action for you.
As we mentioned, try that Independence Invitational today, and some great brackets over there for the Independence Mustangs. Is trying to get that tournament to load here real quickly. As try to go through some results of the Independence tournament, as see how the Mustangs are doing over there in their home tournament. As again, 2 days, 31 teams over at that Independence Invitational. As try to see if we can see where the Mustangs are based on that right there. As I know, Matthew Doyle was in the gold bracket for weight class 138. We'll have to pull that up here and try to get all the brackets and see how the Mustangs are doing. As based on how you did yesterday in that tournament, which was I believe it was done by pool, and however you finished in your pool is where you ended up, kind of like the Battle of Waterloo, what bracket you end up. So if you went undefeated if you won your pool, you made the gold bracket for today. And I tell you what, looking at some of those gold brackets, they are just loaded with ranked wrestlers all the way through. As the Independence Mustangs, as I mentioned, Matthew Doyle winning his pool yesterday and wrestling in the gold bracket at 138 pounds is taking a little bit longer to load here than we would like, but as we mentioned, coming up here, Stavely Mowry on deck for the Hawks at 126 pounds. And then we'll have Ryan Phillips, Cole Engel coming up right behind him. So we'll try to get that Independence tournament to load and update you on how all the Mustangs have done here. There it is.
Jamie, I imagine you are not the only one on track wrestling
trying to get to that tournament.
Looking at that tournament today.
And as zoom that in a little bit. There we go. Now I can see what. It's funny. The older I get, the more I have to blow up these.
Yeah, it's now about 14 points instead of 10.
These brackets. As my days of making fun of you are coming to an end, I think. As going down through here at 106 pounds. Trying to find any Independence wrestlers at 106 pounds. That's just the pool from yesterday. So 113 pounds. And we talked about how loaded these brackets are from top to bottom, and just outstanding wrestlers, a lot of ranked wrestlers in this tournament. So a very impressive. Brock Eldridge from Independence looks like he is in the 4th place bracket today. He received a first-round bye. He'll take on Noah Banwert from Clear Creek, Amana, at 120 pounds. 120 pounds, and just looking at these brackets, is you've got Cale Happel in there. Top is you got Conrad Braswell from Cedar Rapids Prairie, Caden Anderlich of Crestwood. That's all in one bracket, and just some outstanding individual brackets at that Independence Invitational. As not enough in weight class 120 for a full bracket, so weight class 126. Again, Braden Holt from Independence finished second in his pool yesterday. He was beaten by Aiden Dahl of Solon in the first round of that bracket. So Braden Holt on the backside of bracket number 2, weight class 132. 132. See if there's any Mustangs in the 132-pound bracket. Fisher Crawford finished 3rd in his pool yesterday. He lost in the first round against Clay Schemmel from Crestwood, so he's on the backside. He'll take on Wyatt Carl. At 138 pounds, mentioned Matthew Doyle in the championship bracket. He was beaten in the first round 7-5 to Drevin Ross of Fort Dodge. He moves to the backside. He'll take on Thaddeus Clark of Macokota. Weight class 145. At 145 pounds, Connor Horn of Independence is in the 3rd place bracket. He was beaten in the first round by Caleb Ebert at 152 pounds. Jarrett Orr from Independence made the championship bracket. He was pinned by Isaac Judge of South Tama in the first round, so he's on the backside of the championship bracket. He'll take on Chris Guest from Crestwood, 160 pounds. For Independence, let's see if they have a Seth House of Independence in the second place bracket. He won his first round match in that one by fall over A.J. Frost. So Seth House in the second bracket at 170 pounds. Cole Davis of Independence made the championship bracket. He was beaten 9-5 in the first round by Raimundo Vasquez of Clarion Goldfield. So Davis in the backside, he'll take on Zach Williams from Osage in the first round of the backside. As that was Cole Davis of Independence at 182 pounds, the bronze bracket. Third place bracket, Zach Davis of Independence will take on Eldon Miller of Smith. As Smith, the school out of Minnesota, so that's Zach Davis's first round opponent, 195 pounds. The Mustangs have Tatum Friedoff. He was beaten as he's in the second place bracket. He was beaten in the first round against Cale Kellogg of South Tama. He'll now take on Joe Kaiser of Independence. So two Independence wrestlers in that second place bracket at 220 pounds. Independence's Hunter Crawford is in the championship bracket. He'll take on Logan O'Connor of Lisbon in the first round of the championship bracket. And at heavyweight, see if Independence has a heavyweight in there. We'll look down through here. Drew Evans of Independence in the third place bracket. He'll take on Cole Stronsdorfer of CBC. As coming up over on mat number 1, we are going to have Stavely Mowry coming up for the Hawks. Roger?
Well, after a long wait, you weighed in a couple hours ago, and now you've got to wait around, you warm up, and you got to sit around a little bit longer, and now it's time to get out and go. So we've got a fine freshman here in Mowry taking on Alex Farmer from Grinnell. He's a senior, so we've got a tough first-round match here for the freshman on the backside. On the backside of that bracket, he will have the winner or loser of Isaac Payne from DeWitt Central or Stetson Spees from Fairfield. Well, we are underway right now with the freshman Mowry taking on Alex Farmer from Grinnell. He's a senior. There's an ankle pick by Farmer. He got a deep on that left ankle. Now claw ride by Farmer. Claw ride with the left. Farmer ride with the right. He's going to break Farmer down to his chest. Farmer back up to his base. Hard cross face by Farmer. He's going to try to set up a cross face cradle. Now a butcher by Farmer. Mowry in good choice. There's a headlock. Mowry's in great position, and he got his head up, and Farmer slapped him to his back with a headlock. Farmer rolled through, and now as he rolled through, Mowry rolled through, and as he rolled through, Farmer trapped his left arm, held him on his back. He's going to get 3 near fall as Mowry's trying to roll to the left to get off his back. Farmer adjusting. Mowry's got some work to do to get off his back. He's going to roll through. Nice job by the freshman from West Delaware. He rolls through, frees his arm, but there's a 3-point near fall for Farmer. Now a drive cradle on the left side by Farmer. He's got Mowry on his back one more time. Could be a fall right there. 49 seconds left to go. Farmer's got it locked up, and that is the fall right there in 113. So Stavely Mowry, Jamie, it doesn't get any. You talk about he had a tough opponent the other night at Waverly Shellrock. Now he's got a tough opponent right there in Farmer. So you talk about earning your spurs here as a freshman. Stavely Mowry is doing just that.
Well, he is, but I tell you what, now like Coach Voss mentioned in the coach's corner this morning, you get kids here, and now he's going to go to the backside of the bracket, which is what you don't want to go to the backside of the bracket, but now you're going to start wrestling guys, that other guys on the backside of the bracket that maybe you match up with a little bit better, and maybe get your confidence going a little bit, because that's a lot of what these kids need. Is they just got to get that first varsity win and get the load off their shoulders.
That's exactly right. So we'll see him here in about an hour or so. Cole Engel, the top seed at 138, is up now. He's taking on Mason Manning from Central DeWitt. And Engel out early with the takedown. Then he cuts Manning loose. Engel right back in on a high crotch, cuts across to a double, traps the arm of Manning. He's going to pick up 2 for the takedown and 2 for the near fall. He goes up quickly, 6-1, and now we're going to see a tilt clinic by Cole Engel, as he is very, very good with the tilt. He's got a tight waist tilt. He trapped the left arm of Manning underneath. Now he's going to ball Manning up in a drive cradle. He's got Manning on his back. Could be a fall here for the top seed Engel. There's the fall. 104. Engel will move on with a fall in 104. Big win on Thursday at Waverly Shellrock. Another big win right here. Moves Cole Engel to the semis, where he will have the winner of Zach Barnes, a senior from Fairfield, or Austin Roos, a freshman from Benton Community. So Cole Engel getting the job done for the Hawks. The Hawks are now 2-1 so far this first round. And we should be up on mat number 3. And this should be weight class 132, I believe. Should be Ryan Phillips for West Delaware, the number 2 seed. On top of that is highly ranked Matt Robertson from Davenport Assumption. He's your top seed. That'll be a great finals match if it happens to be set up there. Phillips and Robertson, but there's some tough wrestling as the 3rd seed, Ethan Kirby from Grinnell, is a senior at 2-1 coming into the tournament. So you've got some experience here at weight class 132. There's a nice double leg by Phillips in deep, and he's going to drive Courtney to his backside, cover his hips up. He's going to pick up 2 points. Now he's got a cradle. He's got Courtney in a cradle. Now Courtney kicks free. Phillips does a great job trapping the arm. He's got a butcher in on Courtney. He's going to hook the right leg of Courtney. Now he's going to set up a drive cradle again. Goes from a far side cradle to a drive cradle. He's going to scoop Courtney in. He's probably going to get the fall here as he's got that cradle locked up. He's got 124 left and counting. There's the fall right there. First period fall by Phillips. We'll make that in 39 seconds. So Phillips getting the job done for the West Delaware Hawks. And Jamie, so far, what the Hawks have been doing is being aggressive on their feet, getting that early takedown, and then looking for back points right away. And when you can do that, you're going to win a lot of matches.
Well, you are, and you're going to win tournaments too. I tell you what, we saw the other night how important bonus points were in the Hawks winning that dual meet against Waverly Shellrock. It was the difference in the dual meet was the Hawks having more pins than Waverly Shellrock did. When they got them on their back, they were able to get the fall. And that's how the Hawks won that dual meet the other night. So, yeah, if you have that mentality that I get someone on his back, I'm going to bury him and stick him on the mat, that's a great mentality to have. And like you said, you're going to win a lot of matches. So Ryan Phillips with the fall. He will take on Ethan Kirby of Grinnell in the the semifinal round match. So what we've had so far, Luke Farmer of West Delaware with a fall over Jacob Boat of Decorah. He will now take on Trent McDonough of Davenport Assumption in the semifinals. 113 pounds, Evan Woods is in the semifinals. He'll take on Brock Beck of Grinnell in those semifinals, as Woods with a fall over Jackson Bruns of Benton Community in the quarterfinal round. No Hawk at 120 pounds. At 126, Stavely Mowry was pinned by Alex Farmer of Grinnell. Mowry now goes to the backside, where he will take on Stetson Spies of Fairfield, who was he was major decision by Isaac Payne of Central DeWitt, 9-1 the final in that one. 132 pounds. We mentioned Ryan Phillips with the fall for West Delaware at 132. First period fall for him. He'll take on Ethan Kirby of Grinnell in the semifinals. And at 138, Cole Engel of West Delaware with a fall for the Hawks over Mason Manning, as Engel will take on the winner of Austin Roos and Zach Barnes. Roos from Benton Community, Barnes from Fairfield. Those two are up. Those two are on deck, I believe, they're up now on mat number 2, so we'll keep an eye on that one as well. In the meantime, we are waiting. The next Hawk wrestler that we will have up, Cale Meyer, will be on deck. He'll be in the hole on mat number 1, will Cale Meyer. And Mitchell Mangold will be in the hole over on mat number 3, taking on Tristan Cleveland from Dike New Hartford. So we get time for another quick break, and then we'll bring you back and we'll take a look at some of the other area tournaments that we have going on. So stay with us. You're listening to the Bob Murphy Invitational coverage right here on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
The victory is yours at Victory Ford.
Hey, this is James Halverson, Service Manager at Victory Ford in Dyersville. Our service and parts team at Victory Ford is dedicated to keeping your car in tip-top shape. And our sales department makes buying a car easy and hassle-free. Stop out to Victory Ford in Dyersville or online at victoryfordonline.com. Good luck, athletes and coaches.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and New Vienna. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
High-Tech Communications is your local service provider for telephone systems, fire detection, audio, video, security and surveillance systems, wiring, and more. High-Tech has decades of experience in the industry. Contact High-Tech at 563-927-4936. Online at hightechcommunications.us. High-Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
Are you looking for great food and a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination, or enjoy 2-for-1 happy hour every Monday through Thursday from 4 until 6 p.m. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
When selecting the right tire for your vehicle, you want choice. Bobin Tire and Automotive Service in Manchester gives you choice with the top tire brands available today. For the tire choice you want and the service your vehicle needs, see Bobin Tire and Automotive in Manchester. Open Saturdays for your convenience.
Back into the Bob Murphy Invitational. We take a look now as we wait for a couple West Delaware wrestlers to come to the mat. We'll take a look at the Chris Davis Invitational at Wapsie Valley. That's where North Lynn is today, as starting at 106 pounds, Dominique Ingrave of North Lynn was beaten in the first round, was pinned in the first round. He then went to the backside and had a bye. He will now take on Jacob Graham on the backside. 113 pounds. Heath Moyer of North Lynn is in the semifinals, in the finals, as he had a bye and a one by fall in the semifinals. He'll take on Jacob Whittinger of Nashua Plainsfield. At 126 pounds, Curtis Schott of North Lynn is in the in the finals, as he had a bye and won 4-0 over Tyler Block of Waukon. He will now wrestle in the finals against either Gabriel Rolone or Andrew Rohde of Oline. 130 pounds. Brady Henderson of North Lynn, your number 2 seed, won by fall in the first round. He'll now take on Miles Hansmeyer of Waukon in the semifinals. Moving up to weight class 160, Austin West of North Lynn lost in the first round to Brian Graves of Olwine. He's now in the backside quarterfinals where he'll take on Dylan Marker. Didn't see one at 170 pounds for North Lynn. No wrestler there. 170 at 182. Quentin Reckhammer of North Lynn with a first-round win in overtime. He'll now take on Zach Rigg in the semifinals. And at 195 pounds, Blake McGraw of North Lynn, your 3 seed. He won by fall in the first round over Pierce Thorne of Tripola. He'll now take on Peyton Brown of Wapsie Valley in the semifinals. And going to bump up. That might be it for North Lynn. That is the last wrestler for North Lynn as Cale Meyer comes to the mat for West Delaware. See if we can get updated team scores from Wapsie Valley. South Winneshiek leading with 66.5 points. Nashville Plainfield right behind them with 63.5 points. Eagle Grove in third with 59, and North Lynn in fourth place with 56 points. As Cale Meyer on the mat now for West Delaware. As Cale taking on Caleb Brower of Dike New Hartford.
And that's going to be another quick takedown for Cale Meyer and the West Delaware Hawks. Take that under 10 seconds. And he got in deep on that outside single. Did a nice thing. He got his head up and cut the corner. There's a neck wrench. Meyer almost gets caught in a neck wrench as Brower tries to slap him to his back in a neck wrench. Meyer readjusted, and now he's got Brower on his back, picking up 2 and picking up back points. I don't think they gave Brower the 2 reversal. I think they just let Meyer roll through that. It looked like 2 and 1. Looked like Meyer with the takedown, and then an escape by Brower, and then a takedown and near fall, but they didn't score it that way. They just let Meyer roll through that neck wrench, but that was pretty close. Got 2 good freshmen going at it right now. 3rd seed and the 6th seed. Brower is 1 and 1 on the year. Hard cross face by Meyer from right to left. He's trying to set up a cross face cradle. Brower very tall, lanky, and lean, posting that left leg and not letting Meyer attack it. So Meyer will go to a tight waist tilt and pick up some more back points as he trapped that left arm of Brower across his middle and then tilted him for a 2 count. 3 count actually, and he's going to pick up 2-point near fall. The score now is 7-0 for the freshman from West Delaware. 2 freshmen going at it in this bracket. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 seniors and some freshmen here. At the top seed is Wyatt Dillon from Grinnell. The number 2 seed is Blake Courtney from Decorah. Nice tight waist to a chicken wing by Meyer. Brower's going to lunge forward and clear that left arm. 12 seconds left to go. An inside wrist now. Claw ride by Meyer. And Brower's going to try to pull that claw out. Claw ride with the right. Deep thigh ride with the left. Has Brower pinned to the mat. And that's going to do it for the first period. Good first period for the freshman from West Delaware. He will take a 7-0 lead. Meyer's choice to defer over to Brower. Brower will go neutral. Brower has he's got some good defense to his feet, so Meyer's going to have to tighten everything up here, especially with his head. Nice front headlock, a snap to a front headlock by Meyer. Let's see if he can turn this into 2. He's going to put his head in the hole there and cut the corner to the right side of Brower. He's got a drive cradle locked up. That looks to me like it's 2. Hasn't been awarded the point yet. He's got to pop his head out. Down with the head, up with the knee, circle. And Brower's going to find his way to the outside edge. And they're going to be both off, so we're going back to neutral. Well, it looks like a 2-point takedown by Meyer. Textbook. Collar tie to a snap down to a front headlock. There's a drop down. Brower drops right to his knees. A high crotch fireman's by Meyer. He's going to hold Brower on his back. Let's see if he can keep him there. He's got the 2 for the takedown. Quick fall. quick fall as Brower tried to bridge out as he did. Meyer adjusted it. And in 3:14, Meyer will move on with a fall. Nice fireman's carry by the freshman as he will advance to take on the winner of Blake Courtney. And I believe that's Bruce Lockhart from Meadow.
Guy Marshall.
Oh, Guy Marshall. Thank you for Muscatine. All right, we're going to stay on mat 1, Jamie, because we're going all the way up to weight class 160.
And I'll go over to mat 3 where we've got Mitchell Mangold wrestling for the Hawks. He's the number 1 seed at 152 pounds, taking on Tristan Cleveland from Dyke, New Hartford, as Mangold finishing 3rd at the state meet last year with a big win the other night against Dalton Woodyard of Waverly Shellrock as they are underway over there, Tristan Cleveland and Mitchell Mangold.
And as I just speak there, Jamie, a nice takedown. That was a nice counter by Jared Voss at 160 as he's taking on Gavin Ashley from Muscatine. Ashley with a long shot. That was just a very, very nice counter by Voss. He picked up the 2 takedowns. Now he gets high riding, and Ashley's going to hit him with the switch and pick up a 2-point reversal. Now Ashley tries to set a butcher in on Voss as he comes to a tripod stand-up. Ball right now by Ashley. Voss up on all 4s. Let's see if he can get to his feet. 103 and counting. 2-2. There's Voss. He might throw Ashley to his back. He got good hand control.
And going to the back is Mangold as he locks up a drive cradle. Picks up the takedown on Cleveland. Now Mangold looking for the fall. He's got that drive cradle locked up. He's a little high. Doesn't have it tight, but there it is. Mitchell Mangold with a fall in 117. The fall for Mangold. So Mitchell Mangold, the top seed at 152, will advance with a fall over Tristan Cleveland of Dyke, New Hartford.
I'll tell you what, the Hawks aren't wasting any time here today with the takedown and then back points. Voss is up 4-2 as they go up the edge of the mat. Long switch by Ashland. He's going to pick up a 2-point reversal. It's now 4-4, so that's the second switch that Ashley has hit Voss with. So the young freshman from West Delaware will have to do a good job. There's a chicken wing by Ashley. Voss is going to post. He's going to post his outside leg and arm, and that's his right leg and right arm as Ashley tried to run the wing. Voss to a tripod stand up, a far side cradle by Ashley, and Voss is going to step forward, break the grip of Ashley. He's going to trap the left arm of Ashley underneath. We might get a stalemate. No, the first period is going to come to a conclusion here with our score knotted up at 4-4. Nice job by the freshman taking on a senior. Jamie, you said that several times last year when these young freshmen get into from 45 to 70, you're not going to wrestle many freshmen.
No, you're not, and that's where you kind of take that learning curve and kind of take your lumps is wrestling with the juniors and seniors, a majority of juniors and seniors. So one of those deals you got to keep fighting, and we're going to see that moving on. You know, Jack Newhouse, we saw him last year as a freshman wrestle a lot of juniors and seniors, and that's only going to help him get better moving forward. And also saw Jordan Brees a couple years ago, same situation.
So Jared Voss comes to that tripod stand-up, and he gets caught in a far side cradle. He's going to give up 3. He almost had the counter on Ashley, had Ashley on his back and tried to roll out of it. He got his toe inside the knee of Ashley, and Ashley rolled him through with the cradle. Voss might be in good shape right here. He is. Voss is going to pick up 2 on the reversal. He's got Ashley on his back. There's the fall by the freshman as Ashley got high. Voss rolled him through, caught Ashley on his back, hooked the leg in, and he's going to score a fall here in 2:47. So the freshman will move on and take on Cole Kreinbrink from Davenport Assumption. And I'll tell you what, great job. You could just see Ashley getting high with that ride. And as Voss bumped him off, caught that arm, and then Ashley had nowhere to go but to his back. And as he tried to roll through, Voss hooked the leg and went teed out, got chest to chest. I'm telling you what, as Coach Voss said, Jamie, he's a pretty good freshman.
Hell, he is, and you know that's one of the things. And he's one of those freshmen and one of those young kids that just because he's a freshman, you can't give him an inch, and that's what happened there. And Gavin Ashley just found out that you can't get high with him, and unfortunately for Ashley, it cost him that match there.
Well, unfortunate for the West Delaware Hawks, they're going to have another wrestler advance to the front side. They're going to pick up 2 more points on fall for bonus points. They may be in the lead after this first round if this trend keeps going. We talk about how pinning is contagious, and that starts in the lower weights. It's just like everybody else. The next guy wants to build on that. First guy got a pin, I want to get a pin. The next guy gets a pin, the next guy gets a pin. And that turns into that snowball effect. And that's what you like to see. Well, the next wrestler will be Jack Newhouse for the Hawks. Then 182, Jordan Brees will take on Max Lovall from Grinnell. He's a freshman trying to wrestle at 182. So Brees taking on a freshman at 182, 195. Gobel's going to have to sit another round as he's the top seed. Only 5 wrestlers at 195. And then at 220, we'll see Ben Ridenauer taking on Henry Martins from Davenport Assumption.
And Jack Newhouse will be on deck over here on mat number 1. And so we'll have another short time before we see Jack Newhouse. Again, as I mentioned, he is on deck. Don't have an on-deck call or a mat yet for Jordan Brees, but we'll get to that once we figure out where Jordan Brees is going to be. We'll have that for you here just a little bit as we take a look at one of our other tournaments for our area schools. As we'll go to take a look at the Dubuque Invitational where the Western Dubuque Bobcats are at today. As the Bobcats wrestling in that tournament. As
Jamie, a bit of a note on the Western Dubuque Bobcats. Tom Danner, Coach Danner, has come out of retirement and now back into an assistant role with the Bobcats. So I ran into him a couple weeks ago, and he's pretty excited about that.
Absolutely. As a round-robin tournament for that Dubuque Invitational is a Dawson Bierman of Western Dubuque finishing in first place as he won all 3 rounds over there today. As at 113 pounds, looks like we don't have first names, unfortunately, for these guys. As we'll go back and take a different route here for this tournament, as they do not have first names in those round robins. So we will take a look at Western Dubuque and see. Dawson Bierman, as we mentioned, finished in first place. Jalen Kidd is 0-3 at 113 pounds, 120 pounds. Joe Gamblin is, looks like he is going to finish. He was 2-1 on the day. He will have a bye, so he'll be 3-1 on the day at 120 pounds, 126 pounds. Jared Cordes from Western Dubuque is 2-1. 132 pounds, J.D. Kleesner, 3-0 for the Bobcats. 138 pounds, Tony Lyon is 0-3 on the day. 145 pounds, Elijah Demmer for the Bobcats is 2-1. Riker Karimsky, 3-0 on the day for the Bobcats at 152 pounds. 160 pounds, Jake Hush is 1-2 on the day for the Bobcats. 182 pounds, Devin Ludwig, 3-0 on the day for Western Dubuque. 195, Freddie Hush is 1-1 on the day. 220 pounds, Simon Ressler is currently 3-0 on the day for Western Dubuque. And at heavyweight, Nathan Simon is 1-2 as we try to get team scores for that. Western Dubuque leading 97.5, trailing. They have 97 points. They are one half point behind Dubuque Hempstead. So a close team race there between Western Dubuque and Dubuque Hempstead. As we will on here take a look at that Monticello Guilford Invitational today. As take a look at the Guilford Invitational. Also, we've got the Raider duels where East Buchanan is today. We'll check out the Raider duels here real quick as that one was moving right along. As East Buchanan, I believe they were 1-1 when we last checked. They lost to Center Point Urbana. They defeated Belle Plaine. They then defeated BGM 45-28. They'll now take on Williamsburg in their last duel of the day in that one. So East Buchanan currently 2-1 in dual meets today. As again, now we'll head to the Monticello Guilford Invitational. Again, Anamosa, Beckman are there as well. And, of course, Monticello there. Cascade had their own dual tournament last night as Washington won that one. Maquoketa Valley and Cascade going 3-2 on the night last night. Edco going 2-3 and Starmont going 1-4 on the Cascade duels. As team scores for the Guilford Invitational right now, it is Vince Schellsburg leading that tournament with 96 points. With 96 points, as Anamosa and Beckman tied for 4th place with 57 points. Monticello in 7th place with 42 points. That is a look at our area tournaments throughout the day. We'll take another look at those tournaments throughout the day here as we have a break. Should have a break coming up here. We'll get to that in just a little bit. We're going to have Jack Newhouse coming to the mat next for West Delaware, so we'll take another short break. Come right back. You're listening to the Bob Murphy Wrestling Invitational from the Seedorf Gymnasium in Manchester, right here on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
This is George Davis from the law offices of Locher and Davis in Farley and Dyersville. Proud sponsor of our local youth as they develop confidence, character, and teamwork in high school athletics and learn lessons that last a lifetime. Best wishes to all our local students. We are cheering for you. Locher and Davis law offices located in Farley and Dyersville.
Insurance is a contract to protect what you value the most, whether it's your auto, home, business, health, or even your life. AAA and People's Insurance Agency have been protecting all of your assets for years. So please call your local licensed AAA agent at Mormon Insurance Agency, a member of People's Insurance in Manchester, for a free review of all of your insurance needs, because trust is everything.
Back into the Seedorf Gymnasium, along with in-studio producer Faith Hunt, Jamie Vaskey, Roger Reed back with you here inside the Seedorf Gymnasium, the site of the 2017 Bob Murphy Invitational. Up on mat number 1, Jack Newhouse taking on Nathan Tappy. Newhouse, the sophomore from West Delaware, Tappy, the senior from Decorah.
Well, contrasting body types here, Jamie. Newhouse, tall and lean for a 170-pounder. And you've got Nathan Tappy, short, stocky, very muscular, very thick. So we'll see if Jack Newhouse can dent this defense. Tappy showing a little quick feet there. Tappy in on a double. Nice down block by Newhouse. Reshot by Newhouse. He's in on a single. And Tappy backs out, stuffs the head of Newhouse, and they're going back to the center. So good shot, reshot. Short arm drag by Newhouse. Redrag by Tappy. Tappy will pick up a 2-point takedown here to start this match. Fiber right now by Tappy on the left side of Newhouse, trying to trap that arm. Inside stand up by Newhouse. He's going to face Tappy off and score a 1-point escape, making it 2-1 now with 1:05 left to go in period number 1. Good action here to start this opening round match at weight class 170. Hard collar tie by Newhouse. He's got an underhook on the right side of Tappy. Let's see if he can shoot that high crotch. He's in deep. Let's see if he can back trip. He does. Newhouse is going to pick up a 2-point takedown. Tell you what, that was textbook. High crotch, went to a single, head to the outside, and he just took a step backwards, kept his chest in great position, and back trip Tappy and picked up the 2. He now leads 3-2 right now with 30 seconds left to go in period number 1. Up on top now is Newhouse. He's got an inside wrist with the left. Power half Nelson now trying to stuff the head of Tappy. Tappy with an inside stand-up. He's going to break the grip of Newhouse. He's going to turn and face him. It's now 3-3, 12 seconds left. So if you're Jack Newhouse, you'd like to pick up the 2-point takedown here. The sweep single by Tappy. Nice footwork there by Newhouse. That's going to do it for period number 1, and it's 3-3. I believe it should be 3-3. They have 3-2 still up on the board. Newhouse in the lead. Newhouse's choice. Tappy's got the red leg band on. He deferred over to Newhouse, and Newhouse chose down. And our referee will go over to the scoreboard. I believe it's 3-3. A takedown and an escape. A takedown and an escape. Let's see if they've got that corrected. Well, it's going to be 4. I think it's going to be 3-3. As Tappy got an escape and a takedown, Newhouse with an escape and a takedown. So they're going to go over to the scoring table there and get that figured out. That's what we've got up here. Coach Voss over now. 3-3, there it is. 3-3. Now we've got it. Tappy's choice, deferred over to Newhouse. Newhouse will get set now, as Tappy will ride the left side of Newhouse. Nice stand-up by Newhouse. He's going to score 1 as he's going to split the hands, maybe, of Tappy. There he is. He splits the left hand of Tappy. 1-point escape by Newhouse. Tappy's showing some quick footwork here as he's working. And then he faked a couple of shots, and that's got Newhouse out of balance a couple of times. He come right back in and shoot that high crotch. Long single shot. Down blocked by Newhouse. Got a front headlock. Tries to set up the drive cradle. Tappy up to his feet. Splits the hands of Newhouse. Turns and faces him off. There's a double leg by Tappy. Nice down block by Newhouse. 122 and counting. Great action here. Newhouse is going to try to throw Tappy. He's going to pick up a 2-point takedown. Now right into a claw ride. Outstanding job by Jack Newhouse. He's up now 6-3. And he's got that motor going at full speed, and that's what you like to see. Newhouse right in the right side of Tappy. He's got that right forearm buried in the back of the neck of Tappy, trying to set up a power half Nelson. He's got a half Nelson and an inside wrist. Tappy's going to go to his back. There's the fall. There's the fall. And 3-10. Newhouse will move on. Jamie C. Jack Newhouse did not want to be the only one to not score a fall here. He's going to take on Wyatt Hunter from Grinnell, who's the second seed. Hunter's a freshman at 3-0. The Grinnell coach said he was pretty good. Well, we're going to have a fine sophomore, Newhouse, taking on a 4-0 freshman from Grinnell in that semifinal round match of weight class 170. So Newhouse will move on, join his teammates in those semifinals with another fall, and getting the job done with bonus points. Again, every fall is worth two extra bonus points. Technical fall is worth 1.5 points. A major decision of 8 to 14 points is worth a point, an extra point. So anytime you can get those bonus points in a tournament, that's going to help your team. And right now, the Hawks are in great shape.
Well, they really are. Still waiting again, Jordan Brees to come up here on mat number. He'll be up on deck on mat number 3, as he'll be waiting for the match between Thomas Bentley of Red Oak and Brennan Brothers of Muscatine to finish up over there on mat number 3. They actually just started that match. And after Newhouse, we'll be waiting for, I believe Goebel's got a bye to the semifinals, so after that it'll be Ben Ridenauer. So take a look. We might as well check our team scores here while we've got a second. We'll take a little bit of a break here as West Delaware leading with 87 points. Davenport Assumption in second with 81. Decorah third with 72. Grinnell in fourth with 68. DeWitt is in fifth with 59 points. Sixth place is Benton Community with 53. Fairfield in seventh with 27 points. Muscatine and Red Oak tied for eighth place with 26 points. And Dike New Hartford in 10th with 24 points. Jordan Brees coming up over on mat number 3, taking on Max Lovell.
And Brees the junior for West Delaware with some mat experience, a lot of mat experience. Lovell is 1 and 2. A short, squatty body is Lovell. Very, very low to the ground. Lovell's going to try to shoot a double on Brees. Brees snaps him down with a front headlock, cuts the corner. That's a nice go behind by Brees. He's going to slap a half Nelson in on Lovell. Lovell's going to peel the half off. Now a hard crossface by Brees on the right side. Once again, Lovell peels that off. Nice butcher by Brees. He's going to circle the head of Lovell and put Lovell on his back. Could be a fall right there, Jamie. Referee looking close there as Brees is in fine position. Nice tee out by Brees. There it is. He's got the left arm of Lovell. There's a fall in 38 seconds. So Brees will move on with another first period fall, and he will take on the winner of Zach Starbuck from Dyke New Hartford or Carter Spalla from Fairfield. And that match, I don't think that match has been wrestled yet.
Nice job there by Jordan Brees. You mentioned nobody wants to be that first one to not get a first period fall of the guys that have won. So great job there by Jordan Brees. As we mentioned, our next match won't be until waiting for Ben Ridenauer to come up, as it'll be a little bit before we see Ben Ridenauer. So we'll take another short break as the Hawks wrestling well here at the Bob Murphy Invitational. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to the Bob Murphy Wrestling Invitational on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance in Manchester. When you need service, call us. If it's time for a new appliance, we have the selection you're looking for. Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, 111 West Main Street in Manchester. Or find us online at gateway.biz. That's G, the number 8, WAY.biz, and on Facebook.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Points.
Hey KMCH listeners, GMB is proud to support our area athletes and help bring the sport to you. The GMB Bank team reminds you whatever your financial goals, we're here to help you reach them. Stop by our Manchester location or visit us online at gnbbank.com. Member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware Turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish special. Beavers also has a different lunch special every Monday through Friday. Beavers Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison in downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beavers to show you a good time.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
Sode's Green Acre, located in Guttenberg, offers a fun shopping experience for the entire family. Retro candy, unique gifts and toys, gourmet foods, coffee and tea, top shelf spirits, craft beer and wine, plus a cafe with full bar service. Sode's Green Acre in Guttenberg. Find them on Facebook.
Banking is all about relationships at F&M. We know that relationships take time to build and nurture. They are based on trust, commitment, and loyalty. Relationships don't happen overnight or by chance. They are key to reaching the financial goals of the individual client. Building relationships with our clients and community are essential. F&M Bank, the right choice. Member FDIC.
Just like you take pride in your vehicle, we take pride in the service work we provide. This is John from Georgian Auto in Manchester. Whether it's routine maintenance or major repairs, we'll take care of your car and get it back on the road. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is our complete focus.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
Contact me, Chad Frazier, at BC Land Services in Earlville for all your maintenance projects such as tree removal and trimming, small dirt work projects, lawn seeding, and more. BC Land Services is fully insured and licensed. Contact me at 563-590-8074 or on Facebook. And best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Since 1995, Edgewood Feed Mill Construction has provided customers with a quality, pre-engineered building package for their swine facility needs. Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
And a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Bob Murphy Invitational. We are just about through round one, and we're going to go to center mat right now, where we will have a key matchup of two quality wrestlers here. This is Henry Martins from Davenport Assumption taking on Ben Ridenauer from West Delaware. And tell you what, a tough first-round match for both wrestlers. These are outstanding guys. Henry Martins, is a senior. Tell you what, he fills that singlet out for 220 pounds. And what the Assumption coaches did today is they flip-flopped their 220-pounder and 285-pounder. So Martins has wrestled some 285, and they flip-flopped him today. He's down to 220. I'll tell you what, he is a full 220. So Ben Ridenauer will have his work cut out for him here. 112 underway. There's Ridenauer trying to shoot a long single on Martins. Martins with very long arms, and pushes Ridenauer away. Ridenauer's going to have to get an angle. You have to get close. He's got an underhook now on the left side of Martins. Let's see if he can lift that underhook and turn it into two. Martin with a hard collar tie, retie on Ridenauer. 50 seconds left to go, period one. Hard collar tie by Martins with the right, underhooked out by Ridenauer with his left. Let's see if he can circle away and turn that into a high crotch. 38 seconds and counting, period number one. Again, in the wings is heavyweight, 285-pounder for West Delaware would be Cody Wenger. And he's going to be taking on Brendan Lunsford from Fairfield. That will be another tough first-round draw for West Delaware. 19 seconds left to go. Martin 0 and Ridenauer 0. Ridenauer trying to work inside position here, trying to measure Lunsford. I'm not sure that he wants to shoot under the much bigger Lunsford. He's going to shoot a high crotch and pick up that right leg. Let's see if he can get two hands on it. And a nice counter by Lunsford as he puts some weight on it and steps down. Let's see his choice is. Ridenauer's got the red leg band. That's going to be his choice. And he's going to go down. Well, Jamie, we usually don't like to see the Hawks choose down against an Assumption wrestler, but Ben Ridenauer is going to go down, and he's going to have to move in a hurry because you know what's coming.
The legs are coming, and there they are.
There they are, right there. Ridenauer tries to catch it.
Some things never change. It doesn't matter what weight they're wrestling either. They're very good with that cross-body ride and getting the legs in those power halves, and Ben Ridenauer's finding that out right now. But, however, I tell you what, doing a great job is Martin's getting high a little bit, but you got to keep moving if you're Ben Ridenauer.
You do, and Martin's going to try to pick up some points. He's getting some back points right now as he's got a body scissor on and a power half Nelson. Ridenauer's going to have to get going as I think Martin's picked up a three-point near fall. He did. Now he's going right back to work with those legs. And he's going to turn Ridenauer on his back with a power half Nelson And he's going to pick up 3 more near fall, and that's just leverage right there. That's using that extra weight and using that leverage. He's got a 3-point near fall. He goes up quickly, 6-0. Now a hard cross face by Martins. Inside wrist now on the left side of Ridenauer. He's going to try to roll. He does. He rolls that left arm out to a bar arm. And Ridenauer's having trouble getting his hips up. Now Martin switches over. Tries to switch over to that baseball bat grip as he's got 2 hands on the left arm of Martinson, or on Ridenauer. And Ridenauer's going to roll the wrist out and free it. Now up to his knees is Ridenauer. 34 seconds left to go, period number 1. Here comes a hard cross face by Martin. He's going to roll Ridenauer, try to roll Ridenauer to his back on a butcher. Ridenauer's going to come up. Now a roll by Ridenauer. He's going to pick up 1 on a nice standing Granby roll by the junior from West Delaware. Got some work to do. He's down by 5 with 15 seconds left to go. He's got some work. He has work cut out for him now as Martin's picked up 2 tilts with the legs. And our second period is going to run now down by 5 with a 6-1 score. It's going to be Martin's choice, I believe. He's going to choose down.
You got to go to work now if you're Ben Ridenauer. You're down 6-1 now. I got to go to your offense on top, and if you can't get anything, you got to really go to work. That's when you're going to have to go to work and go back to your feet and try to get something moving. But right now he's got to go to work on top.
Well, and he is. As he's got Martins, he's got a ball and chain. He's got the left hand of Martins trapped between his legs. Let's see if he can tilt. Martins is giving Ridenauer the right arm. He's got a ball and chain with the left. Now Martin's going to clear his left arm. Ridenauer's going to go back to work. He's got a half Nelson. Martin's going to side roll him, going to wing him down and side roll him. He's going to pick up a 2-point reversal, making the score 8-1. And you just kind of knew this was going to be a tough first-round match here for Ben Ridenauer. As Martin's very tall at 220, very heavy-waisted and heavy legs. And if you're a 285-pounder, Jamie, dropping down to 220, that means you're going to be right at that 220-pound mark.
Absolutely, and and looking at Martins, as you've mentioned, he fills out that 220 pounds, and he's really tall, so that's really giving Benny some fits out there. But right now, you got to keep working and try to build some momentum because you've got to try to come back after this match.
Yeah, you do, and Ridenauer builds his base. He gets back up to all fours, and a quick inside wrist by Martins. Now he's got that left arm of Ridenauer trapped in a bar. Got it trapped in a bar. Now a chicken wing by Martin. He's going to try to run Ridenauer to his back. 23 seconds left to go. He's going to circle the head of Ridenauer. That's a heavyweight move right there. Ben Ridenauer finds himself on his back. Could be a fall. There's the fall in 5:45. So Martins will win. And Ridenauer will get thrown to the backside. And we'll have his opponent for you.
Austin Meyer.
Austin Meyer. Austin Meyer is a junior from DeWitt Central who is now 2-2. And we're going to go down to mat number 3 as Cody Winger is up. I'll tell you what, another full-size 285-pounder. That's Cody Winger. We saw him wrestle Snyder from Waverly Shellrock. I thought Winger had a throw on, but his 2 orange and black singlets. And Fairfield, I believe Lunsford, Jamie, was a state place winner. He's 5-0. I believe we got 3 state place winners here, or state qualifiers. Chase Aarons from Dyke-New Hartford. He's very, very tough. Nolan Bell from Muscatine. And Brendan Lunsford from Fairfield were all state qualifiers last year. So Cody Winger has his work cut out for him. 2 tough matches back-to-back Thursday night wrestling. Number 8 Snyder from Waverly Shellrock. And now he's got a returning state qualifier here in Brendan Lunsford from Fairfield. Lunsford probably goes 260. And he's on top of Cody Winger right now with a cross face going from left to right. Now an inside wrist. He's going to roll that right wrist off the edge of the mat. Winger found the edge of the mat. A little bit of size difference there, Jamie.
Well, it is, and this is the second match of the season for Cody Winger, and the second match of the year where he's gone up against someone a lot bigger than him, and had Snyder from Waverly Shellrock the other night, who was big, and then it really puts pressure, especially on someone like Cody Wenger, who's only weighing about 215 pounds. So he's a little undersized at heavyweight. So hopefully he can try to keep moving here.
Well, he's going to have to, because he's down 2-0, and it's going to be Lunsford's choice as he's got the red leg band on. Let's see where Cody Wenger decides to go. He's going to go back to neutral, and I believe that's a good choice. I don't know that I'd want Brendan Lunsford on top of me. So he's going to take his choice, take his chances going neutral and trying to use his quickness. Lunsford, just like a bull there, driving Wenger off the center of the mat. They started right in the middle, a short arm drag by Wenger, and Lunsford went forehead to forehead and bulldozed Wenger off the edge of the mat. So back to the center we go here. 142 and counting. I imagine they will go right into the next round matches before there's any break. Underhook now by Lunsford. Got that underhook on the left side of Wenger, and Wenger's going to have to keep that down. And he does. Nice job by Wenger using his quickness as Lunsford came with an underhook, tried to elevate Wenger. Wenger winged down on it and then danced out of the underhook. 1:19, second period. Wenger with a nice collar tie. Now shucked by Wenger. But again, it's pretty difficult to move that weight of Brendan Lunsford. Not sure what Cody Wenger weighs, but it's not very much for a 285-pounder. Giving up a lot of weight right here. And that wears on you immediately when you got somebody like Lunsford making you carry his weight, tying up with a collar tie on the back side.
Coming up here for the Hawks, as our next matchup will be on mat number 2. Luke Farmer will be taking on Trenton McDonough. Farmer, the sophomore 106-pounder for West Delaware, taking on McDonough, the senior for Davenport Assumption. That'll be on deck, mat number 2.
And that will be a tough one for Luke Farmer. That'll be a good match. That'll be a good test, as that's what we're talking about this tournament here today as a test, is a marking gauge to see where you're at this early in the season and to see what you have to do as the season progresses. It's going to strengthen your strengths, and it's going to expose some of your weaknesses here today, and that's always good to see this first tournament of the year. Wenger doing a nice job, not giving up any points. He's been close, but I tell you what, it's very difficult to pick up those tree trunk legs of Lunsford. Wenger tries a sweep single, and Lunsford with a snap down and tries to hit Wenger with a spin off the edge of the mat. Wenger found the white line. There's Wenger down deep on a shot on Lunsford. I'm not sure he wanted to do that, but he did. Give him credit for trying. He tried a shoelace single on Lunsford, and Lunsford showing some quickness. That's what Coach Foss says. Hey, be patient. Wenger said, hey, I took a shot, tried to make it work. Lunsford's going to go to the corner, go to the blood corner, and that'll give us time to go down to weight class 106. Back to weight class 106, where we have Luke Farmer and Trent McDonough. This will be McDonough's first match of the day, and Farmer's second. You'll see a very stocky. Jamie, you don't see many seniors at 106. And I'll tell you what, McDonough is he's a well put together 106-pounder.
Yeah, he really is. And like you just mentioned, to see seniors at 106 pounds is something, like you mentioned, you don't see a lot of. And usually when you do see it, as I'm going to try to look up here real quick, usually if you do see a senior that is at 106 pounds, he's usually ranked, and Trent McDonough is ranked number 3 in the state by the predicament. So a tough matchup here for Luke Farmer.
Yeah, and Farmer came right out with a couple of head taps and tried to shoot a low single. And Jamie, we got 3 Hawks right in a row here as we're going to go to weight class 113. Another tough first-round match. We've got Evan Woods taking on Brock Beck. a fine-looking sophomore from Grinnell, very physical-looking at 113 pounds. Lunsford gets his blood taken care of, and he's back to action. It's 4-0 at 285. And a Robertson up on Farmer. Got that claw right, goes to a half Nelson, throws a leg in on Luke Farmer. And Farmer's going to find himself going to his back here on third-ranked Robertson. Might be a fall right here, Jamie. Farmer up in a high bridge as Trent McDonough has Farmer on his back. Now he's going to chin that left shoulder down. A Farmer, referee looking close for the fall. Farmer showing some moxie here as he's trying to bridge off. McDonough traps that right arm as Farmer tried to bridge through. Referee down looking close for the fall. There's 38 seconds left to go in period number 1. Farmer in a bridge. And he's going to roll through. It's like McDonough eased up on the pressure. Farmer felt it and punched that right arm through. Now he's going to roll back to his stomach. There's a 3-point near fall for Trent McDonough.
Out of bounds, no score. 57 seconds left to go first period over here with Evan Woods as he's taking on Brock Beck from Grinnell. No score. Still first period. Down on the far mat, it is 6-0 now in favor of Brennan Lunsford from Fairfield over Cody Wenger of West Delaware. 30 seconds remaining in that match. And I believe getting the fall on mat 2 was McDonough.
Yeah, McDonough winning by a fall. And I'll tell you what, that's tough. Those legs are going to come, Jamie. And it's just a matter of trying to catch one. And I'll tell you what, a good test for Luke Farmer. And you can see he's got a ways to go. But if you never wrestle the good ones, you never know.
Absolutely is. Down on the far mat, it looks like that will be our final score, 6-0 in favor of Lunsford, as there is 3 seconds remaining in that third period over there as he's leading Cody Wenger of West Delaware. So Lunsford from Fairfield is going to win that match 6-0, the final score. So Wenger will bump to the backside, and he will take on the winner. He is going to take on Nate Hempel from Davenport Assumption.
Okay, so that's a 220-pounder moving up. So Assumption coaching staff looking at what they want their guys to be, and they did a flip-flop today. Brock Beck picked up a 2-point takedown on Evan Woods right at the edge of the mat, and then he came out of that takedown with a, I don't know if he's got a cut eye. The coach does have a cut eye. Coaching staff there from Grinnell is going to tape that right eye. Appears that he's got a gash on his right eye, and he's going to get a gauze pad and tape. Jamie, no pre-wrap at all there. Dude, that's a tough kid. That's a tough nut right there. No pre-wrap around the head. He taped it right over his hair.
That's, like you said, that's tough. He'll feel that one later, and I can imagine when it comes to taking that tape off, any cut that he does have there is going to be ripped right back open once that tape comes off. I think it might be best to just keep that on there the rest of the day. Luke Farmer, his next opponent is going to be Caden Ragsdale of Dike New Hartford, as Ragsdale was beaten in the quarterfinal round against Keaton Zymet of DeWitt Central. Gone Ragsdale in that consolation, that third place semifinal against, as we mentioned, Caden Ragsdale of Dike New Hartford. Looks like we're just about ready to go, and it looks like you talked about Beck, and not only did they not use pre-wrap, it almost looks like they had to go they're right on his eyebrows with that tape.
Yeah, they kind of collided heads there, or it was a head to a knee. It was something when they came right in, and I'm telling you what, that split open in a hurry. So we got a little blood on the mat here. We got our Cowboys there in a wrestling match over there. We could call that match, Jamie, why we're picking the blood up. We got our Cowboys from West Delaware in a hard-fought match over there as we're waiting for. We got PTS Solutions here, Physical Therapy Solutions from Manchester, helping us out today. Johnny on the spot, Jason Put
And Josiah Polito was here earlier. I didn't changing shifts here.
I think Josiah was here to noon, and Jason Putz picked up the afternoon duty here and helping us out, keeping a.
You talked about calling that match. Little Yankovic just got stuck over there. Looks like he got thrown in a lateral drop and got thrown to his back. And they're going to go right back at it. He's not going to let it end on that. Not to mention I think he's got candy in his mouth too. So nobody said wrestlers were the smartest kids in the world.
Yeah, I tell you what, they're having a great time though. There's nothing like being a towel boy at a big tournament where you're going to ditch the candy.
Yeah, we're done with that now. We're not going to choke on that. I think that's Jax Miller that he's wrestling with down there. So those two going at it. And now they're going to start with a single leg.
I'll tell you what, that cut split right open. And we're going to go back to action now. We've got a short time left in the first period, and I think that's what Coach Lentz was talking to
4 seconds
about. Yeah, gave up a takedown with 4 seconds left. And that's one of those things. That's one of those little things, Jamie, that turns into a big thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like you said. You don't like to give up those points late in the period, as they need to figure out stop the blood time there.
So we'll see what happens at our table.
As they're trying to figure out the track wrestling clock there.
Well, they've got blood time going. When you run that track wrestling, you can punch that right in, and it'll start the blood time. You got 5 minutes of blood time.
You have to stop blood time.
And then you have to get it back. And we're having a little stoppage here. We'll see if we can get that fixed at some point. So 106, Luke Farmer with the first round bye, then a fall over Jacob Boyd from Decorah, losing by a fall to Trenton McDonough. So he still has a chance to come back for third place here. He'll have a couple matches to win for that bronze medal here. And then at 113, Evan Woods has some work to do here. Evan Woods has some work to do here against Brock Beck. All right, looks like we're ready to go. Hey, Jamie, it takes great help to run a tournament like this.
Well, I tell you what,
you've always had the best help in the world here.
Well, you do, and these track wrestling, we talk about track wrestling all the time, and kind of giving them free advertising for what they do as far as tournament. But now it's come to the point where these scoreboards that we have, I believe they have 4 of them. They just came in. This is the first tournament that West Delaware has used these, and they're actually clocks and stands and computers are all from track wrestling, and that's what they're running it off of. So it was a little bit of a learning curve this morning, as this is the first time that the Hawks have run their own clocks, their own track wrestling clocks and computers. It was interesting setting them up last night, because you turn on these brand new little laptops, and they come up track wrestling right on them. So they're actually made just for the track wrestling. So it's something else to watch these things get set up and how they work here.
Well, it's just been track wrestling. It's just been a fantastic thing, For so many years that we've been doing this, as Evan Woods and Brock Beck go off the edge of the mat, Brock Beck is up 3-0. Many years we've been doing this. When we first started, we had to wait for a phone call for an update from a meet, a phone call. Now you can just punch that up within seconds. We've got 5 or 6 tournaments that you can get onto, and we can look at our area wrestlers and see how they're doing.
Yeah, we really kind of cut out some people that we used to use for updates in a tournament. I know you always had someone from Starmont call in, and we'd have parents and other people call in from these other tournaments. And I tell you what, it's something else. And somebody had a great brainstorm idea when they decided this track wrestling.
Well, they sure did, and it's paying off not only for them, literally, but for every wrestling fan in the country. Well, another takedown by Beck as he scored the escape, and then the 2-point takedown. He's up 20. He's up 5-0 with 26 seconds left, and he is really, really physical. I think he is ranked from Grinnell. He's a sophomore, Now he's got a leg in. He's got a leg in on Evan Woods on the left side. Woods is not a big 113-pounder by any means, but Beck is. And he's very strong, very physical. 8 seconds left to go. We go off the edge of the mat. We'll have to get a restart at 5-0. Evan Woods, a sophomore. Brock Beck, a sophomore. Woods with a fall over Jackson Bruns from Benton Community. To get in this position right here on the front side. Now he's got some work to do again. There's a hard crossface by Beck from right to left. Spiral ride, hard crossface with the right, spiral ride with the left. And second period is going to come to an end. Let's see whose choice is going to be. Going to be Woods' choice, and he's going to go right back underneath, and you have to. You couldn't take Beck down, so you're going to have to do something to create some space so you can score some points from underneath. Beck will ride the left side. There's a sit-out attempt by Woods and a quick, tight waist. A chop by Beck, and he's got the right arm of Evan Woods trapped around his waist. Now he goes to a ball and chain. He's got the right arm threaded between his legs. Now he's going to try to hook the right arm and tilt Woods. Woods is doing a good job staying square underneath. His chest is down, staying square. Now Beck gets underneath. He's trying to elevate Woods. Woods very, very good in this position defensively. Doing a great job keeping himself square, keeping his chest parallel to the mat. So Beck can't get underneath of him to tilt him. Now he switches sides. Beck switches sides. Inside wrist on the left. A deep thigh ride with the right. And he's got Evan Woods planted chest down to the left of center on the all-black mat, mat number 1. Head lever now by Beck. He's going to run the head lever. Evan Woods finds himself on his back. He's giving up some back points. 59 seconds left to go. Here's where that new rule takes effect this year, where Woods finds himself half on and half off the mat, but the supporting points of Brock Beck are going to let this thing play out here. 45 seconds. Woods trying to get his chest back down. Beck is going to reload it. Now it's going to be off. And Jamie, you talked about that the other day. As Beck threw Woods to his mat, to his back, he was on his toes and not his knees, and the referee stopped it.
I think we just talked about that, didn't we?
We did on Thursday.
Yeah.
That, you know.
Yeah, and you know, like I told you the other day, you know, I like the rule. I like that they're attempting to change that rule in high school to where you can go out, but everything you've ever taught a kid about getting in a pinning combination, getting on your toes is kind of null and void now. When it comes to on the edge of the mat.
On the edge of the mat.
Still want to do it in the middle of the mat, but
you just got to do some reteaching. There's a low single by Beck. He cuts across to a double. He's going to quickly pick up 2. That was just a very, very good shot. And he's going to cut Woods loose, and Woods dives right back in on a single. He's got a fireman's carry, and Beck forces him off the edge of the mat. 17 seconds left to go. Our score is 10-1. So Brock Beck working on a major decision here over Evan Woods.
You can tell these, looking in these matches here, that you're getting into these semifinals of a tournament, because all these before when the matches were going in the quarterfinals, how fast the matches were going, and now all these matches are kind of going the full 6 minutes as the competition gets a little tougher here.
Well, it certainly does, and we're seeing it right here as Evan Woods is taking on Brock Beck. There's going to be a scramble by Woods as Beck back in on a low single, but he's going to run out of time. It's going to be a 10-2 major for Beck. He will move to the championship match, and Evan Woods will go to the backside, and he'll take on Dylan Ort, a freshman from Dyke, New Hartford. In that consolation match, again, still with the opportunity to wrestle back for that bronze medal, does Evan Woods. So hopefully that'll come into play. Well, the Hawks do not have a wrestler at 120, Jamie, so we will have a break until we get back. I think our next match will be way up at 132, and that will be Ryan Phillips.
I don't know if they're
doing the backside with this.
I think you would have to, because we'll actually have Alex or Stavely Mowry up at 126, because I think they would have to keep these going and keep the consolation round they would have to keep the consolation round even with the front side round. So we will we'll probably see Stavely Mowry coming up here at 126 pounds here shortly, as they are at weight class 120. Let's see. Yeah, Stavely Mowry's on deck on mat 2. So we'll take another quick break and come back with that match as he is taking on, as we mentioned before, Stavely Mowry taking on Stetson Spies of Fairfield. So we'll take a short break, come back, and bring you that match right after this as you're listening to coverage from the Bob Murphy Invitational right here on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
This is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors in Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, and GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. We have big town inventory with small town service. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester proudly supports all area athletes. Bob Stephen Motors is your locally owned and operated GM dealer in Manchester. Visit them on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at AmericanTrust.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Yeah, welcome back, wrestling fans, deer hunters, farmers, shoppers, everybody. Welcome back to the Seedorf Gym. We're glad you're staying with us today. Exciting tournament here at the Seedorf Gymnasium. We got the Bob Murphy Invitational, and we are in round number 3, and quarterfinals on the front side and on the back side. And we've got a very good match set up for you on mat number 2, the center mat. The consolation match on the back side. But it's Stavely Mowry. He's going to take on Stetson Spies. And Spies is then going to watch that knee. Spies came right in on a single on Mowry and had that right knee bent outside. So referee Johnny on the spot there stopped it. Again, Stavely Mowry trying to get his first win of the season. There's a nice down block by Mowry. Let's see if he can cut the corner as Spies came in an outside single. Now Spies going to lift that outside leg, cut across to a double, going to try to drive Mowry to his back. Mowry trying to hook that right ankle and get to a scramble situation. But Spies will pick up a 2-point takedown. Mowry hooks that left knee of Spies. Let's see if he can do anything with it. Spies gets high riding. Spies gets high riding. A short sit out by Mowry is going to pick up a 1-point escape. Nice job of hand control by the freshman from West Delaware. He's got some work to do to get back in this match. 2-1 with 47 seconds left to go. Another long shot by Spies. Tight collar tie by Mowry. As he is ear-to-ear. Don't like to see that ear-to-ear, but he is. There's Mowry's going to pick up 2. Now he's got Spies on his back. Stavely Mowry with Stetson Spies on his back. Hits him with a short hip toss. He's going to pick up 2 for the takedown, 2 for the near fall. He's going to go up by a score of 5-2, and he's riding tough on top with an inside wrist, just what the doctor ordered. Now it could be a tilt by Mowry, as he's got the left arm of Spies trapped around his waist. Let's see if he can hook a chicken wing. Mowry with the chicken wing on Spies. One big step, and he's got Spies on his back. He's going to run out of time. Nice job by the freshman right there. Nice job by the freshman. And that's that never say quit attitude right there. And it's going to be Mowry's choice. He's going to defer him to Spies. And Spies is going to choose neutral. That's Spies, a sophomore from Fairfield. Fairfield, long-time team here at this tournament. making that long drive up to 18. Spees now working ahead of Mowry. Mowry leading with that right leg, stagger stance, long shot by Spees, front headlock by Mowry. Let's see if he can catch Spees again in that toss. Got that cow catcher. Let's see if he can snap Spees over. He's going to have to toss him right here as Spees is trying to dive in on a low single. Now it's short Kelly by Spees. Nice block off by Mowry. Mowry now still over the top. He's got an underhook on. Don't really like to see him stay in that deep underhook, but he's having some success with it. He's got an underhook on the left side of Spees. Spees trying to hit him with the Kelly. Now Mowry out of the underhook. And back to neutral we go. 1:01 and counting, second period. Stavely Mowry up by a score of 5-2. Long single shot by Spees. He's in deep. Mowry draped over the top of Spees. Spees with a back trip. Let's see if he can take Mowry. Mowry now planting that right foot down to the mat. Spees trying to lift it up. Hard cross face by Mowry. He's going to try to take Spees to his back. He's got a butcher in. He steps over the right ankle. That's two. 2-point takedown by Mowry as he goes up 7-2 now. Great defense by the freshman from West Delaware. Mowry now stepping over the right ankle. Hard cross face by Mowry, locked up an outside cradle, and Spees is going to find the edge of the mat.
A great job here by Stavely Mowry, just continuing to push that pace here and continuing to try to build on his lead and doing a great job. Now you got to continue to finish that here with 20 seconds left to go in this period.
Yeah, you're up now by 5. You don't want to give Spees anything to get excited about. Short outside stand-up by Spees. That made Mowry's work easy as he chopped the right elbow and took Spees right back down to his base. 7 seconds left to go. Mowry now trying to run that butcher. He's getting a little bit of high with his ride, and the time's going to run out. So it's going to be Mowry's choice, and he will choose down to start the third period. Up 7-2. Nice period for the freshman trying to pick up his first win of the season against a sophomore from Fairfield in Stetson Spees. Spees now trying to load up a butcher. He goes cross face from left to right, trying to attack that right arm of Mowry. Mowry now doing a good job with hand control. He's got two hands on the left arm of Spees. He's going to hit Spees with a switch. Now maybe a drive cradle. Get your head in the side. He's going to take Spees to his back with a drive cradle. No, he's going to step over and hook. He's going to hook the left leg of Spees. Now hard cross face. Had a butcher in. Now he went over the head, under the arm. Got to be real careful here as Spees is going to come to his feet and score a 1-point escape. Now we're back to neutral. 1:18 left to go. Long shot by Spees. 9-3. Now you're a freshman in this situation here, Jamie. You got to keep wrestling. You can't give up. 1:06 and counting. Long shot by Spees. Down block by Mowry. Got to be careful. Just what we talked about, Jamie. Mowry went to an underhook. Spees trapped the arm. Spees is going to pick up 2 for the takedown and 2 for the near fall. It's now 9-7 with 49 seconds left to go.
Yeah, you said it. You got to be careful. I mean, you got to stay in good position, especially when you've got a lead in a match. That's, you still want to be aggressive, but you have to be smart aggressive and not get out of position. And unfortunately, he did there. But he still has time. He still has a 2-point lead in just 30 seconds, and he gets a reversal. Now he might pick up a fall.
He could. He came out the back door and drove right back across Spees with a half Nelson. Could get the fall. Spees in a high bridge. Mowry will not get the fall here. He's going to have to readjust that half and go chest to chest.
Very well.
That was a fall right there. Referee down looking close. As Mowry's got Spees on his back, he's got to readjust. He's got 3 seconds to get the fall. He's not going to get the fall, but he's going to pick up the win. 3 near fall, and that's going to be a 14-7 win. Hey, he'll take a win at any way he can get it right here. So Stavely Mowry will pick up his first win of the season, and he will move on, and he's going to take on T.J. Fitzpatrick, a freshman from Davenport Assumption. So Mallory can do no less than, is that 5th or 6th right now, Jamie?
No, he can get, yeah, it's 5th and 6th.
Yeah, no less than 5th or 6th. So he can still finish as high as 3rd. He's got 2 more matches to go to win that bronze medal here, but he's got to win them both. So nice match by the freshman. Worked himself out of trouble. And he's going to advance in the tournament. So good job, and that's what you like to see out of your freshman.
Oh, it is, and that's a great job. And just you got to get those points, and advancing on the backside is going to help your team get points, and that's what you need right now. Is Decorah has climbed into the lead for the team race, and Davenport Assumption's right there, and West Delaware sits in 3rd. So you're going to have to get going here and win some of those matches, and continue to wrestle well. As Ryan Phillips, he's a Matt Robertson takedown away from being up over on mat number 1 as Robertson leads 15-1. A takedown would give him the technical fall, and he's going to try to put his opponent on his back, but that's going to do it. 17-1 tech fall for Robertson at 132 pounds for Davenport Assumption, and that'll bring up Ryan Phillips over on mat number 3.
Well, that Matt Robertson, he is a senior, and he's got a lot of state meet experience in the duels and in the individual. And he's a good-looking 132-pounder, very sleek on his feet. Top, as we know the Assumption wrestlers are. Well, this is going to be an interesting match right here with Phillips. We'll see if he can keep his string going here. There's a nice single leg. Got in deep. Outstanding job there as he got in deep on the leg of Ethan Kirby. Kirby's no slouch here. He's 2-1 on this season. Phillips got in there deep, and again, Jamie, as you like to say, he didn't waste any time once he got in on the leg.
Yeah, he didn't, and that's one of the things we've seen Ryan Phillips get really good at, especially near the end of last season, is being able to, once you get in there, he finishes right away, and that's what you like to see out of your junior.
So off the edge of the mat, Kirby finds the edge of the mat, so Phillips will get a restart. 2-0, 1:30 left to go in period number 1. Again, quarterfinal round matches here. Semifinal round matches here. Then we'll have the finals. Phillips trying to work on a cross-face cradle as he came with a cross-face from right to left, right across the bridge of the nose on the senior from Grinnell, the Grinnell Tiger. And Kirby peels the cross-face off. And Phillips goes right back to it as he's trying to tilt Kirby with that hard cross-face to a butcher. And now a chicken wing by Phillips. Phillips going from one pinning combination to the other. And he's taking advantage of what Kirby has given him. Now chicken wing by Phillips. Now back to a cross-face. Kirby very defensive underneath. And maybe an opportunity here for Phillips. Let's check the time, 38 seconds. Phillips is doing a lot of grinding on top. No points to show for it. Maybe an opportunity here, Jamie, to, as easy as that takedown was, is to go back on your feet and maybe get into a scramble situation where you can score a takedown and score some back points. 19 seconds left, period 1. Phillips still up on top, right in a tight waist with an inside wrist. Now back to a cross face. That right cheekbone of Ethan Kirby is going to be pretty sore after this first period, as Phillips has been working that forearm right to the cheek, but he's got no points to show for it other than a takedown. The other thing you've done is you've worn on your opponent.
Yeah, absolutely. He expended trying to get out and just trying to move and keeping pressure on his head. You really wore him out in that first period. Now, Phillips is going to choose down here to start the second, but he's going to have to get moving right to his feet, which he does, and takes a 3-0 lead here. And I like that, a 4-second escape for Ryan Phillips.
Then right back in on a shot. He's got that single back up, short back trip, chest down. He's going to pick up a 2, so there's a quick 3 points for the junior from West Delaware. Ryan Phillips picks up a quick 3 points. He goes up now 5-0. And Kirby very defensive underneath. Might start to get a stalling call for Kirby as he is belly down. Phillips trying to work one pinning combination to the other. And Kirby basically basing out underneath. facing out and underneath and preventing Phillips from scoring any points from the top position. And he's going to cut him loose. I think Coach Pat Phillips has seen enough. He's going to cut him loose. 5-1 now, 1:14 left to go. Shot by Kirby, a long way away, easily countered there by Ryan Phillips. Center mat now, weight class 138. We've got Cole Engel taking on Zach Barnes from Fairfield. And Engel right out to a 2-point takedown on a slide by. And he goes up early 2-0. Phillips back in on a low single. He's going to pick up 2. Let's see if he can get some back points out of it. That's 2 right there. Should be 2 right there. As Phillips has the arm of Kirby. He's got him going to his back. Gave him 2. Now he's getting back points. Nice job there by Phillips. That should be 2 for the takedown and 2 for the back, maybe 3 for the back. Now a Turk by Phillips, looking for some back points. He's going to pick up some more back points. That should have been 2, and then new pinning combination. But he's going to pick up 2 out of it, 9-2 now with 10 seconds left to go. 2-point tilt by Cole Engel. He's going to go up 4-0 and riding tough with 49 seconds left to go in period number 1. Well, Jamie, that match that Cole Engel wrestled on Thursday against Heisey from Waverly, that had to give him a lot of confidence.
Yeah, it did. And, that's outstanding effort by him. We talked about the amount of pressure that was on that match because you needed that match just to stay alive and keep the dual meet alive. You lose and there was no way the Hawks could have won. So for him to just go out there and really dominate that match, and I think it showed late in that match if Cole would have needed another takedown in that match, I think he'd have gotten it. I think he had gotten Heisey to that point maybe of breaking a little bit.
I think you're exactly right. Well, there's a stack by Phillips. There's the fall right there. Phillips will win by a fall in 4:26. 4:26 will Phillips advance to the finals. And that's going to be a dandy of a final with Robertson from Assumption. I think that was a final last year. Nice job there by Phillips to pick up the fall. 2 more bonus points there for the Hawks. And that'll be a dandy. We talk about the quality of finals matches. That's going to be one you want to star right there at 132. But Cole Engel with another 2-point tilt as the first period ran down as Ryan Phillips was pinning, earning the pin over there. Cole Engel was tilting Zach Barnes from Fairfield. Oh, Cole Engel's on his back. He's going to get pinned, Jamie. A half Nelson. A deep half Nelson and a tight waist. Zach Barnes. Cole Engel up 6-0. Up 6-0. And a half Nelson. A very tight half Nelson and an inside wrist and then a deep waist stacked up Cole Engel. And Engel had nowhere to go. As we were just talking how well Cole Engel, he was up 6-0. And maybe you want to reconsider taking down when you're up 6-0, but you never know.
That's what you do. I mean, you shouldn't be in that situation anyway. If you're up 6-0, you should be able to get out from underneath. So I'm not questioning the call of going underneath of him there, but you've got to move up right away. As looking down there, he went flat to his stomach to start that period, and Barnes took advantage of it, threw him in a half Nelson, and got the fall. So that's something Engel's going to have to work at to get better at. As looking ahead, our next wrestler, that's Cole Engel at 138. Cale Meyer, I believe, is in the hole over here on mat number 1. Let's take a look at that. Cale Meyer is in the hole. So Cale Meyer in the hole there. And he is the only Hawk that is coming up soon. So we'll take another short break. Come back with Cale Meyer as he'll be up on mat number 1 in the semifinals taking on Blake Courtney of Decorah. And that'll be right after this as you're listening to the Bob Murphy Invitational on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you.
Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa, located at 225 West Main Street in Manchester and 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance in Manchester. When you need service, call us. If it's time for a new appliance, we have the selection you're looking for. Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, 111 West Main Street in Manchester. Or find us online at gateway.biz. That's G, the number 8, WAY.biz, and on Facebook.
Anderson is the leader in doors and windows. They set the bar high with high-performing, dependable, energy-efficient products for your renovation and building projects. Contact your local vendor, Delhi Lumber, at 922-2404 for all of your window needs. Delhi Lumber, your authorized Anderson Windows dealer, big-town quality with small-town service.
This is Dr. Tim Collier from Dental Associates of Manchester. We take pride in the environment we provide our patients with a caring attitude and unsurpassed comfort. For the kind, compassionate, and competent dental care you deserve, call us at 927-GRIN. Dental Associates of Manchester, creating healthy smiles for life.
Jay's Auto Supercenter in Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. That's Jay's Auto. Customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Jay's Auto!
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Family fun and great food await you at Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar. Come out for a fun night of bowling or watch the big game on their 10-foot HD big screen. And of course, great food and your favorite beverages. Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar on East Main in Manchester.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Your family.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Stop by Dyersville Comics and Games, your local comic book and gaming store today. Gaming events go on daily, and there is a great selection of comics and games to choose from. It's definitely worth a stop. Dyersville Comic and Games, located on 2nd Avenue Southeast in Dyersville. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches on a successful season.
Hi, this is Chris Henry, Service Manager at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader. Our goal is to make your car buying experience the best possible, and our factory-certified technicians are dedicated to you and your vehicles. Stop in and see us at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader, or visit us online at forbrown.com. Your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and New Vienna. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
This is Jamie Baskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
High-Tech Communications is your local service provider for telephone systems, fire detection, audio, video, security and surveillance systems, wiring, and more. High-Tech has decades of experience in the industry. Contact High-Tech at 563-927-4936. Online at hightechcommunications.us. High-Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
Are you looking for great food and a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination, or enjoy 2-for-1 happy hour every Monday through Thursday from 4 until 6 p.m. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
When selecting the right tire for your vehicle, you want choice. Bobin Tire and Automotive Service in Manchester gives you choice with the top tire brands available today. For the tire choice you want and the service your vehicle needs, see Bobin Tire and Automotive in Manchester. Open Saturdays for your convenience.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
This is George Davis from the law offices of Locher and Davis in Farley and Dyersville. Proud sponsor of our local youth as they develop confidence, character, and teamwork in high school athletics and learn lessons that last a lifetime. Best wishes to all our local students. We are cheering for you. Locher and Davis law offices located in Farley and Dyersville.
Insurance is a contract to protect what you value the most, whether it's your auto, home, business, health, or even your life. AAA and People's Insurance Agency have been protecting all of your assets for years. So please call your local licensed AAA agent at Mormon Insurance Agency, a member of People's Insurance in Manchester, for a free review of all of your insurance needs, because trust is everything.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance in Manchester. When you need service, call us. If it's time for a new appliance, we have the selection you're looking for. Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, 111 West Main Street in Manchester. Or find us online at gateway.biz. That's G, the number 8, WAY.biz, and on Facebook.
And welcome back into the Seedorf Gymnasium, along with in-studio producer Faith Hunt, Jamie Vaskey, Roger Reed back with you as we are back to action here on mat number 2. We've got Mitchell Mangold, the junior from West Delaware, up taking on Christian Atkinson from Benton Community. As Mangold up on mat number 2, this is a semifinal round matchup between Mangold and Atkinson.
Well, Atkinson comes in as a senior, 2-1. He came into the tournament, and he had a win over Bryson Klein, the 2-1 senior from Grinnell. And I think Mangold took a shot to the eyeball and got his eye poked. He's looking at that right eye. And that happens occasionally in this sport, as both wrestlers working the hands to the head. Mangold got the worst of it right there. There's a nice slide by Mangold. Let's see if he can pick up Atkinson and pick up 2 off the edge of the mat. They go. Boy, nice slide by. Got to that collar tie, bumped that elbow across the face of Atkinson. And Atkinson scurried to the edge of the mat. So no points. Atkinson very tall and lean. For 152 pounds, got about a head taller than Mangold. Mangold's going to use that to his advantage as he drops in on the single and back strips Back trips Atkinson's going to pick up Atkinson. He's got a leg lace in. That would have been a 2-point near fall in freestyle, but no points here. Stand up now, tilt by Mangold. Once again, Atkinson finds the edge, and we will go off.
Over here on mat number 1, it's going to be Cale Meyer from West Delaware taking on Blake Courtney from Decorah. As Meyer, the freshman for the Hawks, taking on Courtney, the senior from Decorah.
And that will be an interesting match, too. Short sit now by Atkinson. Snap back by Mangold. Atkinson's on his back. Mangold picking up back points. Let's see if he can adjust himself and get the fall. Nice job. That's got to be a fall right there. Referee looking close. And Atkinson plays the high bridge and rolls through. Mangold's going to pick up 3, though, and he goes right back to work on a tilt. 5-0 lead. Delaware.
Over here on mat 1, still no score as Cale Meyer was in on a deep shot on Courtney. Courtney fights it off, and we're back to our feet. Minute 20 left to go. Nice sweep single by Meyer. He's got the leg up, and Cale Meyer working to, and he's going to dive in and on a double leg and pick up a 2-point takedown on Blake Courtney and to go up 2-0 here.
Well, just as you said that, Mitchell Mangold went right back to that butcher, and he threw Atkinson to his back. Mangold's going to record the fall, so he will punch his ticket to the finals with another fall. So he has made light work of his tournament here today. 2 first-period falls, 4 bonus points, and Mangold will wrestle for the gold medal here later today. Teammate Cale Meyer, the upstart freshman, doing a nice job on top of the senior from Decorah. Blake Courtney is 1-1, 2-1 now. And Cale Meyer is 2-0, trying to make it 3-0. 47 seconds left to go. Long switch by Courtney, re-switch by Meyer. Meyer's going to drop in on a single. Courtney with a hard down block. Meyer trying to cut the corner on the senior from Decorah. He's got that right knee hooked. He's got to keep coming behind. Well, he's going to go between the legs of Courtney and try to bump him off. Courtney over the top. He's got the left ankle, the right ankle now of Cale Meyer. Meyer's going to elevate and try to pop Courtney off his head. 15 seconds left to go. Cale Meyer dives back in. He's chest down now. He's got both of Blake Courtney's knees. He's chest down. Bad position for Cale Meyer. He's got to work his base back up. He's got 1 second, no points.
1.
They gave him 1 for loss of control.
1 for Courtney.
Loss of control, yes. Blake Courtney picks up 1 as the period expires. It's going to be Courtney's choice. He's going to defer over to Meyer. Meyer will choose down. Number 2 seed Blake Courtney. Number 3 seed Cale Meyer. On top is Wyatt Dillon, the junior from Grinnell at 2-1. Nice knee slide to a stand-up. Meyer is going to turn and face Courtney, pick up a 1-point escape. It's now 3-1 in favor of the freshman Hawk from West Delaware. Hard collar tied by Meyer, retied by Courtney. Meyer in on a fireman's carry. Let's see if he can pop his head out. Got to go around the waist. Trying to get his right arm out and around the waist. He picks up the 2. Nice fireman's carry by the freshman. Boy, used that overhook to perfection there. Took a step into the right, dropped in on the left, and hit that fireman's carry. And then popped his arm out and picked up 2. It's 5-1. Working on an inside wrist on the right. Now a hard crossface by Meyer, maybe a crossface cradle. Hard crossface. He's going to lock up a crossface cradle on Courtney. Let's see if he can get it locked up. He's got Courtney in a crossface cradle. Bottom knee in the side. He's going to kick the right leg free. Courtney trying to push the face of Meyer away. Meyer in great position. There's the fall right there in 3 minutes and 6 seconds. 3:06. So the freshman from West Delaware. It's been a while since the freshman's been in the finals here for West Delaware, Jamie. So the freshman Cale Meyer gets it done in 3:06 for his second fall of the day. He spent 6 minutes and 20 seconds on the mat today, recording 2 falls. Now we'll wait to see who he will wrestle in the finals. It'll be Wyatt Dillon. Wyatt Dillon from Grinnell, a junior at 3-1. So that will be a very interesting final there. Freshman and a junior at 145. So Cale Meyer will join teammates Mitchell Mangold and Ryan Phillips in the finals for the West Delaware Hawks. So, Jamie, not too bad. 500 right now, I believe. 3 in the finals, 3 in the consolations. And we're moving right along to weight class 160.
Yeah, and looks like Jared Voss, I believe, is going to be on deck over here on mat number 1. As he is the only, I believe he's the only Hawk that is coming up here. No, I shouldn't say that. Jared Voss is on deck, mat number 1. He'll be taking on Cole Kreinbring from Davenport Assumption. That'll be a tough match there for Voss. And over on mat number 3, Jack Newhouse will be in the hole as he will be taking on Wyatt Hunter, a freshman from Grinnell. So we'll have some matches coming up here in just a little bit. We'll be back-to-back here just a little bit, but we'll take another short break and come back as you're listening to the Bob Murphy Wrestling Invitational right here on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
Hey KMCH listeners, GMB is proud to support our area athletes and help bring the sport to you. The GMB Bank team reminds you whatever your financial goals, we're here to help you reach them. Stop by our Manchester location or visit us online at gnbbank.com. Member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Health Care, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware Turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish special. Beavers also has a different lunch special every Monday through Friday. Beavers Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison in downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beavers to show you a good time.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
Sode's Green Acre, located in Guttenberg, offers a fun shopping experience for the entire family. Retro candy, unique gifts and toys, gourmet foods, coffee and tea, top shelf spirits, craft beer and wine, plus a cafe with full bar service. Sode's Green Acre in Guttenberg. Find them on Facebook.
Back into Seedorf Gymnasium. Jamie Vasky, Roger Reed back with you in the Bob Murphy Invitational as we are back at it here. 160 pounds, freshman Jared Voss from West Delaware up on mat number 1, taking on Cole Kreinbring from Davenport Assumption.
I'll tell you what, these two guys are 2 peas in a pod here, very long and lean, 160 pounders. I'm not sure that Voss is going to get out physical here. Voss is going to drop in on a double and a down block by Kreinbring. Now a reshot by Kreinbring, throw by Voss. Oh boy, nice job. Nice job by the freshman from Manchester here. He just ran out of room. He needed about 1 more foot of real estate. Low shot by Voss. John Smith shot right to the laces of Kreinbring. Well, he got to elevate, got to finish it. He's going to cut across to a double. He's going to come through the leg, scramble by Kreinbring. And here's where the Assumption Knights are tough. And we're going to get a potentially dangerous right there. Great scramble. And you're going to see the scramble ability of the freshman. Going to be a caution now against Voss. No backing down here whatsoever, Jamie Vasky, at all by the freshman from West Delaware. 102 and counting first period. Been shots and reshots, a lot of action. With a long single shot by Kreinbring, front headlock by Bosch. You got to keep it moving. As Kreinbring's looking for a short back drag out of it. Neck wrench by Voss, and boy, just misses it. Reshot by Kreinbring, and Voss hit him with a neck wrench and didn't quite settle his hips. Kreinbring rolled through, and after Jared Voss, here come the legs. Boy, you've got to move, you got to block off. You got to have great hand control. Here comes a cradle by Kreinbring. Legs on the right side. Crossbody on the right, reaches across, latches onto the left elbow of Jared Voss. Now he's going to crank and rotate Kreinbring on top, rotating his hips from right to left. Power half Nelson by Kreinbring. 24 seconds left to go, and here's where the Assumption Knights are just lethal. The flexibility of Voss. Voss showing some flexibility. Gets up. He might come out the back door. Might pick up two here. He's got to pull his head out. He's got 12 seconds. There's a two-point reversal by Voss. This thing is tied up at twos with 6 seconds left to go. Great job by the freshman as he got his hips up and created some space. That's exactly the key there, Jamie, to beating those legs. He got his hips up, got some space, and then he was able to wiggle his way out.
Yeah, and he did a great job. You know, especially scoring late in the period that's what you got. That's what we talk about all the time is scoring late at the end of periods, and Jake Voss did a great job there.
Well, it's knotted up at deuces here after one. It's going to be Kreinbring's choice. He's going to defer. Then he's going to take down. It's Voss's choice. Excuse me. Voss has the red leg band on. He's going to defer. Kreinbring will take down, and Voss is going to work on that inside wrist. Inside wrist with the left. He's got that left arm of Kreinbring trapped with an inside wrist. Deep right in the thigh. He's trying to pull that left arm out to a bar. Kreinbring's rolling back and over it, just like you're supposed to. Voss really working that. Let's see if we can get two hands on it. Kreinbring is going to roll back over that wrist again. Voss will step sides and set up a ball and chain. Now let's see if he can turn this into some points. Kreinbring belly down. Voss doing a good job switching from side to side. Kreinbring now lunges forward, gets his left arm back. So Voss will go back to work again on an inside wrist. 109 and counting. So the freshman from West Delaware has done a great job. He gets high righted now. Kreinbring is going to trap his right arm. Voss with the front headlock. Let's see if he can turn this into some points. Short drag attempt. Got his head in the side. He's got a drive cradle locked up. Let's see if he can throw Kreinbring to his back. Got a drive cradle in. Kreinbring is going to stretch forward and break the grip of Voss. Boy, I tell you what, that had the orange and black faithful out of their seats across our way as Voss had a drive cradle inches from being locked up. Kreinbring would have went right to his back, but Voss in great position here. 28 seconds left to go. Voss heavy from back to front, making Kreinbring carry all of his 160 pounds. Now stand up by Kreinbring. Voss drops in on a single. 16 seconds left to go. A back trip by Voss. Scramble situation here. There's Jared Voss right here. Kreinbring, there's back points right there. Got to be some back points. No back points. As Voss is still latched onto the left angle. No points there. As the second period is going to end 2-2. Great period. Voss will choose down.
Great job.
Scramble.
Great job there by Jared. You know, not giving up the points there, and now he's going to have to. Now he's going to go down, and like you said, you got to be careful when the legs come from Decorah. But he did a great job of getting the 2-point reversal the last time he was underneath.
All right, Coach Voss in the corner, coaching his son here, and here comes the cross body ride by Kreinbring as he's got both legs in now. Voss is going to have to. Jared will have to try to keep his chest down as Kreinbring gets a little bit high. Let's see if Voss can pull him, shake him off again. Kreinbring gets high. Voss with his hips up, trying to come out the back door. Might get a stalemate right there. We do. Put both feet in, Coach Bush. Coach Bush was very quiet, mild-mannered in the seating room. He's showing a little more intensity right now.
Well, yeah, he is. And that's usually the way he is, though. I tell you what, he usually just kind of he'll fight for a few kids and just kind of, he knows that in this first tournament they're going to fall where they may, but I tell you what, when it comes down to it and the tournament starts, he fires right up.
All right, got potentially dangerous as Boss came to a stand-up and Kreinbring had the leg in, so we stopped it. There's a tripod stand-up by Boss. Half Nelson by Kreinbring. Boss is going to jump, so Kreinbring will drop sides. He gets high. Boss is going to pull his head out. Let's see if he can get his head pulled out. He does. He picks up 107. So the freshman from West Delaware up on top now, 4-2, and we are under a minute. Boss riding an inside wrist. Now Jamie Vasky, you just got to grind here. Ride that inside wrist series, jump sides. Going to try to roll that inside wrist out. He's got to keep his weight on top of Kreinbring. 45 seconds and counting. Inside wrist by Boss on the left. Tight waist now with the right. Kreinbring trying to sit himself out. Boss now goes back down to the thigh. Deep thigh ride by Boss. Kreinbring now tries some hand control. Tries to peel the right hand out. Now he's going to roll the left arm out. Boss will have to go back to work. 26 seconds left here. Kreinbring now up on all fours. Claw ride by Kreinbring. Now long switch by Kreinbring, and he's going to pick up 2. 16 seconds left to go. Boss will need to work in a hurry. You have to kick his leg free and pick up the 2. There's a deep half Nelson by Kreinbring. Boss is trying to keep his shoulder posted. We're going overtime. First overtime match of the day. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. That was close.
Hey, Jack Newhouse won by fall. I didn't see what mat he was on. We got caught up in this match. But Jack Newhouse with a fall, and he's going to advance.
Jared Boss with the single, Jamie. Let's see if he can finish it. Oh, boy, had a deep single, didn't finish it. Now Kreinbring's going to throw Boss to his back and get the fall. Kreinbring's going to throw Boss to his back and get the fall. Boss had a single, picked it up, shot on the whistle, got it up off the mat. And he's just, once again, inches from locking that drive cradle up for back points, inches from finishing that single. All he had to do was cover the hips. Kreinbring's going to get the fall in overtime.
Yeah, Jack Newhouse with a fall in 53 seconds over Wyatt Hunter of Grinnell. So Newhouse will advance to the finals. And we'll get his opponent here. Is that match still going on? He'll either take on Logan Pitts from DeWitt or Carter Oldfield from Muscatine. That match is still scoreless on mat number 2.
Oh, what a match right there, Jamie Vasky. That's, you got to take a lot, if you're Jared Boss, you can take a lot of confidence away from that. And that's exactly what's going on right down here. You got Dad and you got Son there in a moment. And that's what you're telling them. Take a lot of confidence away from that particular match right there. Wrestling a very tough Kreinbring from Assumption. And, lots of things to learn right there. First of all, about keeping pressure on when you're riding that inside wrist. And, but give Kreinbring the junior credit for fighting out of that and coming back to life in the end of the third period and in overtime. Well,
absolutely. As Jared Boss will now take on, see if I can find him here, Theodore Fox from Central DeWitt. That'll be a consolation, or that third place semifinal between Jared Voss and Theodore Fox. So that'll be his next opponent. Jack Newhouse, as we mentioned, don't know his opponent. That match going on mat number 2, but it looks like it could be Logan Pitts as he's looking for a fall. There it is. That will be Jack Newhouse's opponent, Logan Pitts, the number 1 seed from Central DeWitt, picking up a fall on mat number 2 in that semifinal. So it'll be Pitts and Newhouse for the title at 170 pounds. So great day so far by Jack Newhouse. He's got 2 first-period falls on the day, so he looks to continue that in the finals against Logan Pitts.
So, Jamie, as you said, this round was going kind of slow. Now it's bang, bang, bang with falls. And up on mat number 2 in the middle, the center mat, we got Jordan Brees for West Delaware, weight class 182. And he should be taking on Carter Spalla. from Fairfield. We haven't seen Spalla take the mat yet. Not sure where Spalla is. They've called him to the mat, and he has not shown up yet. And then at class 195, we'll finally see Harrison Goebel. We'll finally see Harrison Goebel take the mat. And then at 220 and 285, we've got some consolation matches with Ben Reidenauer and Cody Wenger. So still no Carter Spalla. And Spalla is a junior at 2-1. Coming into the tournament at 2-1. He had a win over Zach Starbuck from Dyke New Hartford. So right back to action we go here. Weight class 182, Jordan Brees and Carter Spalla. Spalla at 3-1, he's a junior. Brees will outsize Spalla. Spalla looks like he might be a 170-pounder, moved up. But Brees will outsize him. And we'll see what happens here. Nice high crotch by Brees. She's in deep. There's going to be a switches across to a double. He's going to pick up a 2-point takedown. So nice high crotch. High crotch to a double. And now we're going to see Harrison Goebel up. So we got a side-by-side there, Jamie. That looks like Zachariah Crawford from Benton Community. And Harrison Goebel. Brees doing a nice job riding Spalla on top. Spalla with the outside stand-up, and it made it easy for Brees to drive him back down to the mat. Now hard cross-face by Brees. Got the cross-face cradle in. Spalla on his back. Could be a quick fall here. There's the fall right there. 50 seconds. Brees with another first period fall in 50 seconds. So he will punch his ticket to the finals. And we got Harrison Goebel in a double leg takedown over Zachariah Crawford. And he's picking up some back points there. No back points as, yes, he gave him 3 back. Yes, he did. Very good. Didn't think there was going to be any there. And Goebel's going to let Crawford up. It's 5-1 with 1:34. That's a lot of action in 26 seconds. Slide by Goebel. He's going to pick up 2. Once again, he's going to cut Crawford loose. Goebel trading 2 for 1 right now. Had some success with that slide by from his feet. Might get it again here. Now he's got an underhook. That's going to drop in on a single. And Crawford this time ready and counters that shot. 105 and counting, 7-2 lead for the senior from West Delaware. There's a sweep single by Goebel. He's got the left leg, or excuse me, now the right leg of Crawford picked up. Let's see if he can turn this into some back points. He's got 2 for the takedown. Now climbs the body of Crawford. Looking to throw Crawford to his back. He's got an inside wrist on the right. Trying to take that inside wrist out to a bar. And Crawford's going to go belly down and cover up. 34 seconds left. Goebel up 9-2. Now Goebel sits over the right ankle of Crawford and comes with a hard crossface from right to left. Now a crossface cradle by Goebel. And he's got Crawford on his back. Could be a fall. Got to slap the mat right there. Yes, he does. 143. Goebel will pick up a fall.
Good job there by Harrison Goebel getting himself into the final. Of course, he's going to take on the winner of mat number 2 between Andy Lillegraven and Seth Adrian as Goebel reaches the final. We know Jordan Brees' championship opponent as he will be taking on Thomas Bentley from Red Oak. So a matchup of 2 juniors there at 182 pounds in Brees from West Delaware and Bentley from Red Oak.
Yeah, Bentley looks like I just caught that match out of the corner of my eye. Bentley's pretty good looking 182 pounder. So you got a couple of baby bulls at 182 going to butt heads. That should be a very, very good final. Well, we've got 220, Ben Reidenauer. up, and then Cody Wenger up. So we'll wait for those matches to
I think all of the matches have been called, so we're going to have
Ben Ridenour might be up on mat number 1 to our left.
He's on deck on mat 1 is Ridenour. And Wenger has not been called yet, so keeping an eye out on that as we mentioned, Ben Ridenour will be on deck. So we'll take another short break and come right back. Let's take a look at the team scores here as before we take a real short break, as maybe take a look at the team scores. As not quite loading up as fast as we would like, so we'll take a short break and come back, get you those team scores in just a little bit as you're listening. And now they're going to, it's amazing when I want to take a break, things they pop right up, don't they? As West Delaware, I believe, should be leading the tournament. They've had a pretty good round here, getting guys into the finals. They are West Delaware in first with 176 points. Assumption is second with 141. Decorah third with 132 points. And Grinnell in fourth with 115. Central DeWitt in fifth place with 105. In sixth place is Benton Community with 99 points. Red Oak in seventh with 67. With 59 points, Fairfield is in eighth, and tied for ninth is Dyke New Hartford and Muscatine with 48 points. Now we will take a break and come back. You're listening to the Bob Murphy Wrestling Invitational on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
In sports, as well as banking, numbers mean everything. Making sure you have experienced athletes and bench strength are a critical combination for a winning team. The same goes for our F&M team. With an average longevity of 15 years and 28 members strong, F&M is consistently showing strength in numbers. F&M Bank, the right choice, member FDIC.
Just like you take pride in your vehicle, we take pride in the service work we provide. This is John from Georgian Auto in Manchester. Whether it's routine maintenance or major repairs, we'll take care of your car and get it back on the road. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is our complete focus.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
Contact me, Chad Frazier, at BC Land Services in Earlville for all your maintenance projects such as tree removal and trimming, small dirt work projects, lawn seeding, and more. BC Land Services is fully insured and licensed. Contact me at 563-590-8074 or on Facebook. And best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Since 1995, Edgewood Feed Mill Construction has provided customers with a quality, pre-engineered building package for their swine facility needs. Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
This is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors in Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, and GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. We have big town inventory with small town service. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
And good afternoon, wrestling fans. Welcome back to our last two matches of round number 3. And we've got a couple of matches yet to go. West Delaware Hawks, Ben Ridenour and Cody Wenger trying to get themselves into that bronze medal matches here. We've got Ben Ridenour at 220, weight class 220, and he's taking on from Central DeWitt. I believe this is Central DeWitt. Yes, it is Central DeWitt. He's taking on Austin Meyer. And Meyer tried to shoot a low single on Ben Ridenour, and Ridenour just snapped him down and hit the go behind Now he's got Meyer going to his back. He's going to pick up 2 for the takedown and 2 for the near fall. Maybe going to be the fall right here. He's got a butcher in. He's got to get his chest down a little bit. They get his chest down and tee out. The referee down looking for the fall here. He's got 102. He's got a lot of time to adjust. Meyer trying to spin out of it. Trying to spin out of it. Right now readjusting himself. There's, as he drops his chest and puts his chest back up on top, he's got to hook the right arm of Meyer. Meyer's got that right arm up in the air and keeping that right shoulder up. Now a half Nelson by Ridenauer. That's going to do it right there. Referee looking close for the fall. 34 seconds left. Ridenauer's trying to tee out. Meyer's still doing a good job keeping that right shoulder up. Ridenauer's trying to close this match out with the fall. There's the fall right there in 140, 139. Ridenauer will win by a fall in 139. So he will move on to the 3rd and 4th place match.
No. Ridenauer goes, when he lost in the first round, he went to there. 11.
Oh, he did. Thank you very much.
He will wrestle.
So he's got another match yet. Thank you very much.
Yep.
That was my mistake right here. I think they're going to move. Did they say they're moving Winger to mat 1? I couldn't hear that very well.
No, he's going to be down on mat 3.
He's going to be on mat 3. Cody Winger now trying to stay alive here. I think all the Hawks are still alive, Jamie, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So up at 220 now. Cody Winger is going to be taking on from Davenport Assumption. This is going to be Nate Hempel. And Hempel listed as their 285-pounder today. And or as their 220-pounder today, and Martin's as their 285-pounder, and they flip-flopped them. So we'll see what Cody Winger can do here. Is wrestling the guy's size. There's a lateral drop by Hempel, and Winger's going to get pinned in 28 seconds. You could just kind of see that coming. Hempel stepped in with that lateral drop, and Winger pushed into him just a little bit, and Hempel tossed him to his back, and Hempel will move on. And I believe Cody Winger's day is. We move to the backside for 7 and 8. Yes, he will. All right. So he'll keep wrestling on the backside. He'll take on Liam Mahoney. Liam Mahoney from Red Oak. Cody Winger will continue to wrestle on the backside. So there you have it. So Jamie, it looks like they're going right into the next round here. So we will have Luke Farmer. Luke Farmer will be coming to the mat, and he'll be taking on Caden Ragsdale from Dike New Hartford. I thought they were going to wait till all those matches got done, but they did not. Now Luke Farmer will be up on mat number 1. Looks like he's pacing back and forth on mat number 1 to our left. So we'll take a quick break here. And then, Jamie, you want to come back with that round results, and then we should have Luke Farmer up. So let's take another quick break. We've got some great sponsors today. We appreciate them being part of our broadcast today. And Jamie will be back in about a minute or so with an update of that round, and then we'll be back with more action. You're listening to the 2017 Bob Murphy Invitational right here on Eastern Iowa Sports Leader, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester proudly supports all area athletes. Bob Stephen Motors is your locally owned and operated GM dealer in Manchester. Visit them on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you.
Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa, located at 225 West Main Street in Manchester and 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance in Manchester. When you need service, call us. If it's time for a new appliance, we have the selection you're looking for. Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, 111 West Main Street in Manchester. Or find us online at gateway.biz. That's G, the number 8, WAY.biz, and on Facebook.
Anderson is the leader in doors and windows. They set the bar high with high-performing, dependable, energy-efficient products for your renovation and building projects. Contact your local vendor, Delhi Lumber, at 922-2404 for all of your window needs. Delhi Lumber, your authorized Anderson Windows dealer, big-town quality with small-town service.
Back into the Seedorf Gymnasium, Jamie Vaskey, Roger Reed, along with you. Luke Farmer up on mat number 1, taking on Caden Ragsdale from Dyke, New Hartford, in the third place semifinal round match.
Well, Luke Farmer trying to get back on the go. He had a tough match there in that semifinal round match with Trent McDonough. Now he's going to pick up a 2-point takedown off a really nice double leg. I think he's got to pop his head out. Ragsdale was hanging on to his head there. Farmer using that length. He's got a long wingspan for a 106-pounder. Long and lean is Luke Farmer. He's got a cross body right in, and Ragsdale's up in a tripod, so Luke's got to be very careful here as he gets his hips off to the side. He's out of position. He's going to give up a 2-point reversal and got really high with the cross body ride. And Ragsdale just basically let him roll off the top and then pulled his head out and scooped up the knee for the 2-point reversal. So Farmer's now underneath, and it's 2-2. Now an inside stand-up by Luke Farmer trying to split the hand of Ragsdale. Ragsdale's going to hang on and back trip Farmer back down to the mat. Off the edge they go. So Luke Farmer's at his best when he's staying behind, controlling hips. He got the legs in and stayed a little bit high. So we'll see if he can get back to his feet. Nice inside stand-up. Back trip attempt by Ragsdale. Nice balance by Farmer. Now a back trip by Ragsdale as he takes Farmer off the edge one more time. So he's doing a great job. Farmer's doing a great job getting to his feet. He's got to work that hand control on his way up and be able to split those hands very easily. Ragsdale's There's a front trip this time by Ragsdale, and Farmer hits the deck with some authority right there. And Coach Lenz right there in the corner saying that's exactly right. Work some hand control. Work some hand control on your way up. Outside stand up. Ragsdale pops himself over to the right side. Went from the left to the right. Now tight waist by Ragsdale with a half Nelson. We're 2-2 here with 21 seconds left to go. Ragsdale coming in. He's a sophomore at 1-1. Ragsdale's showing some work. He's got the legs in. He's got a half Nelson in on Luke Farmer. 10 seconds left to go. He's got a half Nelson, and he's trying to crank Farmer over to his back. And Farmer's going to peel the half Nelson off. And time's going to run out, period number 1. I think you're Luke Farmer. You might want to go back up on your feet. Let's see. He's going to defer. Make Ragsdale choose. Ragsdale's going to choose down. No legs, Coach Lenz. You can see him right up out of the chair. No legs, no legs. Working that inside wrist 2-on-1 series. You know, that's exactly right. Guy's got Ragsdale belly down, working the inside wrist. Got the left wrist rolled under. He can set up a ball and chain. Trying to set up a ball and chain, trying to roll that left wrist through the legs. Short sit by Ragsdale. Farmer latched onto that inside wrist, doing a great job keeping his pressure forward, not letting Ragsdale get his head and chest up off the mat. Left arm trapped underneath Ragsdale, trying to work a ball and chain. Now he's got it locked up. Let's see if he can turn this into some points. Short sit by Ragsdale. Ragsdale finds the edge of the mat one more time. And no points there. 1:24 left to go in period number 2. We're knotted up at deuces. You win this match, you're wrestling for the bronze medal. You lose this one, you go into the 5th and 6th place match. Luke Farmer would like to find himself in that 3rd and 4th place match. Now he's got a ball and chain locked up. Inside wrist, ball and chain on the left, inside wrist on the right. Ball and chain, he's got that left arm threaded through his legs. Now Ragsdale lunges forward, frees his right arm. Farmer goes back to work. Back to work with that left arm. Says left arm trap. Now gets a little sloppy with the tilt attempt. He gets high riding. Ragsdale reaches out, grabs that left leg. Left leg of Luke Farmer. Farmer's got to reach back and grab an inside ankle. He's got a hip into him. Nice job by Farmer. Hips into Ragsdale. Ragsdale still latched onto that right leg. Got to pick up that inside ankle. Hard cross face is Farmer. 30 seconds left. You don't want to give up any points here. Farmer casts himself back around. He's got a hook and ankle. Trying to lock up a cradle. Ragsdale still clinging to that right knee of Luke Farmer. Now he steps over the ankle. That's a much better place to be. A hard cross face by Farmer. He's got a cradle locked up. 11 seconds. Let's see if he can dump Ragsdale. He dumps Ragsdale to his back. He's going to pick up at least 2. Nice job by Farmer. Might be a fall there. 2 and 1. I got the fall. Luke Farmer with the fall in 3:59.5. The Dyke New Hartford coach not happy about it. They're going to check the time. Time was still good. Time was still good as there was a second left on the clock when the hand came down. 3:59.5. Luke Farmer with another fall. Let's see how they're going over. Our referee is over at the score table. And that was legit there, Jamie.
Well, it was, and I couldn't see Luke, and I heard the slap of the mat, and it still said 1 second left. So
now Coach Litter over to the chair there, over to the score table, and that's something you just got to question that's the no instant replays in wrestling. That's just one of those calls. The referee made it, and that's your towel boy counting down. And the referee looking and slapping, but Ragsdale's shoulders were pasted to the mat there. And we had 1 second left to go on the mat, and they're going to call it a fall. They're going to call the fall right there, you betcha. And Luke Farmer will advance here to the bronze medal match. That's a nice job with the fall in 3:59. And right behind, we've got Evan Woods coming right up back to back. That's where your assistant referee. Not sure if there was one there. I don't think they have him yet.
He's just coming off a break.
Okay. So anyway, that's going to do it. Luke Farmer's going to advance. Nice job, another fall. One thing we haven't counted up yet, Jamie.
Evan Woods is up right here on mat number 1 to follow him as he is taking on Dylan Ort from Dyke New Hartford. So this is a third-place semifinal round match as well for Evan Woods.
So we got Dylan Orts, the freshman, coming in, seeded number 6. And Evan Woods, seeded number 5, going at it for 3rd and 4th place here. Once again, Ort with a sweep single on Woods. Hard whizzer by Woods. He's going to really have to work on stuff in the head. Ort showing some strength there. No points as they go off the edge of the mat. Ort's put together. Short, stocky, 113-pounder here for the Wolverines from Dyke New Hartford, making the short trip on Highway 20 over to Manchester here today. Woods now trying to work the head of Ort. Ort doing a good job keeping that forehead in, blocking off Evan Woods. 1:14 and counting. 2-on-1 now. Russian tie by Ort. Short arm drag. Woods does a nice job squaring them off. Off the edge of the mat they go. No points. Nice job there by the sophomore from West Delaware. Woods now in a staggered stance, leading with the right leg, working some head taps with the left. And there's Ort diving back in on the single. Woods are now by Woods. Ort drops in, crosses over to a double. Still got the Whizzer in, no control there. Woods trying to kick out of it. Now Ort coming to the front. No points yet, no points. Great scramble out of it. Evan Woods. Looked like Ort was going to have a 2 and then maybe back points. And Woods did a nice job with hand control scrambling out of that situation. 33 seconds left to go. Evan Woods is going to have to find a shot here that's going to work. Ort in on 2 deep singles. And it's been the counter ability of the sophomore from West Delaware, keeping Ort off the scoreboard. 2-on-1 Russian tie down by Woods. Ort's going to drop right back in on a single. Woods blocking off Ort. Now Ort gets underneath Woods and lifts him up and takes him back down to the mat. And there's only going to be a matter of time before that happens. Ort got his hips underneath. He got in on that single. Finally got his hips underneath and was able to lift and return Woods to the mat. 7 seconds left to go. Again, the Ort very strong, showing some strength here. That's going to do it for period number 1. Woods finds himself down 2-0, and it's going to be Ort's choice. He's going to defer over to Woods, see where Woods decides to go. He's going to go neutral. Woods will go neutral. Evan Woods will need to find a shot that's going to work here, as Ort has been able to get in on a low single shot, been able to get in and attack the low below the knee of Evan Woods. Woods now with the 2-on-1 Russian. Woods now switches off to a collar tie, elbow pass by Ort, reshot by Woods. Off the mat they go. Nice shot, reshot action there by Ort, a freshman from Dyke New Hartford. Evan Woods, a sophomore from West Delaware. If you're Evan Woods here, here's where you're picking up on that experience. There's a high crotch by Ort, back in deep on the the right leg of Woods. Right single. Ort now is going to reach over and grab that far ankle and drive across Woods for a 2-point takedown. Switches from that single to a double for a 2-point takedown. Now a hard, tight waist by Ort, controlling the hips. Evan Woods finds himself on his left hip as Ort's driving that tight waist. Nice stand up. Knee slide to stand up off the edge of the mat. Woods trying to come with a stand up and then a standing switch. And Ort pushed him off the edge of the mat for no points. 1:04 left to go. 4-0. Woods will need to find something that's going to work. Try to pick up a 2-point reversal here. Ort riding a tight waist. Now a chop. Tight waist with the right. Hard chop with the left. Woods working on his base. Inside wrist now by Ort on the right. Woods back up on all fours. 47 seconds of counting. Now here comes a tight waist by Ort. He just done a great job controlling the hips of Evan Woods. Every time Woods gets that hand free, Ort's right there to tie him up again. 32 seconds. Wood now up to his feet. Cradle now by Ort. He's got an outside cradle locked up. He's going to drop Woods to his back, and he's picking up some back points right there. That's an all-strength move right there by the freshman from Dyke New Hartford. Again, showing a lot of strength here. Far side cradle. Got his right arm wrapped around the right side of Evan Woods. He's got the left leg tied up. Not going to get the fall here, but he's going to pick up 3 back. It's going to be 7-0 going to the third period.
Yeah, now Evan Woods is just going to have to keep fighting here. You're down 7-0, but still time. You got another period as Ort's going to go on his feet to start the third. But if you're Evan Woods, you just got to get going right off the whistle here in the third period.
Well, Woods has some scramblability, and I'll tell you what, he's just got to pick up his offense. Ort's been the aggressor here and taking the shots, just like he is right there. He's back in on a low single, and he's got to do the same thing. He's going to reach over. He's got the right leg Got the right leg of Evan Woods. Control with his right hand. Then he reaches over and grabs the left ankle with his left hand, then drives across just like you teach it. The 2-point takedown by Ort, making the score now 9-0. Ort came into this tournament 1-1 unseeded. And he's going to find himself, it keeps going this way. There's a nice sit-out switch by Woods, and he missed the leg. There's a 1-point escape. So Evan Woods on the scoreboard. Plenty of time, 1:27 left to go, but he's going to have to create some action from his feet. 2-on-1 Russian tie by Ort. He lifts it up, drops in on a single. Power half Nelson, far side power half Nelson by Woods. Ort's going to reach across and grab that left heel again, and off the edge of the mat they go. Been tough with that single to the right side, then switching over to a double on the left. There's a nice low single by Woods. Let's see if he can elevate. He's in deep with it. Let's see if he can pick up two here. Going to try to come out the back door. See if he can sit back and pin. There's the fall. He had Ort on his back. Might be the fall here. Woods has a leg turkey in now, cross face to the far shoulder. He's got Dylan Ort in trouble. Let's see if he can kick the leg free and tee out. Got to kick the leg free and tee out. Evan Woods on top of Ort. 40 seconds left to go. There's the fall. Evan Woods with plenty of time. He comes back from a 9-1 deficit with 1:27 left to go in the third period. And he scores the fall. It comes off the mat just shaking his head, not pleased with his effort, but pleased with the fall. What a comeback, Jamie Vasky.
Yeah, great job there by Evan. Like you said, down 9-1, and really third period, and that's what we talked about was don't give up here. You had time, and he had time in that third period, and sometimes you did a great job of continuing to wrestle. He didn't quit in that third period, and a great job there by Evan Woods.
And you know what that started with? A good low single shot. Something that he hadn't been able to do the whole match, and he finally hit his mark and scored there. Well, weight class 126, we've got Stavely Mowry, and he's taking on from Assumption. This would be TJ Fitzpatrick. So you got two freshmen. They're going to tangle right here. The winner's going to go to that third place match. Winner will go to 5th and 6th. So let's see if Mowry.
Winner will go for 3rd and 4th.
Right. Winner 3rd and 4th. Loser for 5th and 6th. And Mowry lost his headgear here. Tell you what, two freshmen at 126, undersized kids. All right. Going to grow into that singlet in the future. They're going to tangle at it right here. TJ Fitzpatrick coming into the tournament. There's a long single shot by Fitzpatrick. Nice counter by Mowry. 127 and counting. Nice snap down by Mowry. Tries a single, misses his mark. Got to get just a little bit closer. Fitzpatrick will drop down to one knee now and try to measure Mowry. Hard collar tie by Mowry. Retie now by Fitzpatrick. You're ear to ear in there. I don't like to be ear to ear. Mowry tries to drop it on a single. There's a drag, a reshot, low single by Mowry, and Fitzpatrick kicks out of it. So, nice job by both freshmen here. Nice shot by both freshmen here. The referee's going to stop the match momentarily and talk to each other about staying off the face. After this match, we got Ryan Phillips in the finals. Then you've got Cole Engel coming up at 138. Nice underhook by Mowry. Let's see if he can make this work. He's got an underhook on the right side of Fitzpatrick. Let's set up a high crotch from that underhook. He missed the high crotch off that underhook series. 37 seconds and counting. 0-0 is our score. Period number 1. Wrestle back for 3rd and 4th here, or 5th and 6th. Neither wrestler taking a good deep shot. Both wrestlers still working, being content to work the head there with a hard collar tie with right and left. Ear to ear now is Fitzpatrick and Mowry. 14 seconds left to go. Fitzpatrick tries to snap Maury down. Now Fitzpatrick in on a double. And Maury trying to scramble out of it. No points yet. As he's got the right leg of Fitzpatrick. No points there. Nice job by Mowry not to give up that 2-point takedown. Lowry's got the green leg band in. Fitzpatrick's choice is going to defer over. What are you going to do, Coach? Put the freshman down or back to your feet?
I think they're going to put him down.
We'll see if Fitzpatrick has went to the Pete Bush School of Crossbody Riding, or maybe he's not old enough for that yet.
Something you gotta graduate into.
He's right into it. I think Coach Bush grabs those kids as middle schoolers and has a crossbody ride clinic. There's a nice job by Mallory as Fitzpatrick gets high with the legs. Mallory kicks one out, then comes to a short stand-up. There's a nice ankle pick by Mallory. Sweet ankle pick. Haven't seen those for quite a while, but he went to that collar tie, dropped in on an ankle pick. 3-point move by Mallory, 1-point escape, 2-point takedown. He's up 3-0. And now working a ball and chain. He's got the left arm of Mallory trapped between his legs. He steps over the right ankle, trying to set up a tilt off of that. Maybe a cradle. Looked like he was close to locking up a far side cradle. Fitzpatrick now working some hand control as Mallory gets a little bit high. Hard crossface now by Mallory. Let's see if he can lock up the cradle. Take that head to the knee. 59 seconds. Mallory trying to lock up a crossface cradle. Fitzpatrick underneath working some hand control. Mallory up on top. Crossface from right to left. Trying to lock up a cradle underneath. 42 seconds left. And Fitzpatrick's going to work some hand control. Mallory will have to jump sides from the right to the left side now with 33 seconds. Short stand-up now by Fitzpatrick. Mallory with the 2-on-1. Got to work up front of her back trip here. Fitzpatrick tries to step behind. Going to try to pick up a 2-point reversal. Mallory draped over the top of Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick now tries to high leg over. There's back points there by Mallory. No points there. Referee counts 1,001. 10 seconds left to go. If you're Stavely Mallory, you got to work yourself back behind as Fitzpatrick is trying to pull his knee under. No points as they go off the edge. 3 seconds left. Nice scramble.
Yeah, that was a great job there by Mallory. You know, great scrambling out of there. Especially, you know, it looked like he was in trouble going into that, and was able to scramble out. Like you said, a great scramble, especially with very little time left in that period for him to be able to get out of that. And you know what? Great job of him going down and getting the 3 points out of that. You know, we worried about that going in, and now you put Fitzpatrick in a spot maybe he's not comfortable with, going back to his feet.
Well, we'll see if Mallory can hit that ankle pick again. He had some success with it. There's a long double shot by Fitzpatrick in deep. Mallory now trying to scramble out of it. He's trying to pick up that left heel. Fitzpatrick comes between the legs of Mallory, elevates Mallory. No points yet. Mallory latched onto that right heel now as he switches over. Might get a stalemate there as Mallory's hanging on for dear life. Let's see if we can get a scramble out of it. Mallory on the right leg. Great position here. If you're Stavely Mallory, got to come with a hard crossface now. Lift that near ankle again. He's got heavy hips. Stavely Mallory with heavy hips has got to get off that right knee. Fitzpatrick trying to pull that right knee in. Mallory trying to look for a crossface there. That's what they. We're going to get stalemate right there, boy. I would like to see that hard crossface. Jamie Vasquez lift that near ankle, hip in. I think Fitzpatrick would have went belly down. 54 seconds left and counting. Fitzpatrick trying to bull rush Mallory off the edge of the mat as the Hawk cheerleaders scatter. There's a tap and go by Fitzpatrick. He's back in on a single, head to the outside. Now hard crossface. There's your crossface, Mallory. Lift that near ankle, straighten that right knee. He's working on it. Fitzpatrick trying to lift that. Now he breaks the grip of Fitzpatrick. He's got to get behind him. Miscut in the corner. Now he goes to a butcher. He's going to step over and pick up 2. Great job, Stavely Mallory. He picks up 2. 22 seconds left to go. He's up 5-0. 5-0 with 18 seconds, working on a butcher. Fitzpatrick back up on all fours. Hard crossface by Mallory. On the edge of the mat with 10 seconds. You're up by 5. Got to stay back. Coach Lentz, Coach Litter in the corner saying risk control. Risk control, risk control. Don't want to give up a 5-point move here. Inside stand-up attempt by Fitzpatrick. Nice shot by Mallory. Jamie, the freshman from West Delaware, Stavely Mowry, is going to get himself in that bronze third-place match.
Yeah, and a great job by him. You know, dominating from the second period on in that match and getting a 5-0 victory is just a great effort by Stavely Mowry. And he gets his second win here today and has a chance, like you said, to go for third place here.
Well, that's a case. That's a case where you get that first win, and like you said, Jamie, you get some confidence. That's what we saw right there. Well, now we're jumping up to 138, and we've got Cole Engel from West Delaware taking on Dawson Headington from the Quarry. He's a freshman. So Cole Engel's got to get back on the giddy up here. Comes out, tries to hit a slide by on Headington. Headington squares him back up. Snap down attempt by Headington. Reshot by Engel. And they go off the edge of the mat. 137 and counting. Weight class 145, we find Cale Meyer in the finals. Weight class 152, we see Mitchell Mangold in the finals. Weight class 160, Jared Voss losing a heartbreaker in overtime. We'll have him coming up after Engel. 170 finds Jack Newhouse in the finals. 182 finds Jordan Brees in the finals. 195 finds Harrison Goebel in the finals. So the Hawks have a run there. The Hawks have a run. There's a low single by Headington. And a whizzer by Engel. And they'll have to find the edge right there. 1 minute and counting, first period. Then slide by Engel trying to get the corner. There's going to lift and return. Going to pick up a 2-point takedown. Nice job right there by the senior from West Delaware, picking up 2. Now he's going to tilt Headington. Going to pick up some back points right here. Won't get the fall here, but he's got Headington loaded up. He's going to get 3 out of it. Headington's going to try to high leg over it. Engel will have to try to roll through. To Cole Engel, you got to be real careful right here as Headington's in a high bridge, trying to kick that right leg over the top. Engel's now going to readjust. He's going to pick up 3 on the tilt. He'll go up 5-0 right now. He keeps the ball and chain. Now Headington lunges forward, crawls forward. He'll free that left arm. Hard chop by Engel. Try to get it back, and he comes right back to that tilt one more time. That's where Cole Engel is at his best right there. He's going to pick up another 3-point near fall. He could work his chest up on top. He could get the pin. That time's going to run out. But that's a 3-point near fall, 8-0 for Cole Engel.
And this is where Engel's got to keep that pace going here. Is got himself in trouble when he had a lead the last time in his last match. So this is a situation now he's got to continue to build on that lead and not get out of position.
That's right, Jay. One thing we always talk about is coaching. You're going to sit on a lead. You're going to build the lead. And you're always much better off working on building that lead. Back to neutral. We're going to go neutral second period. Slide by Engel. Let's see if he can get the corner. He's going to pick up 2. See if he gets the corner on Headington. He does. He picks up 2. He's up 10-0 right now with 1:38 to go. And Headington finds the edge of the mat. And Headington finds himself in a bloody nose right there. So he'll have to go to the blood corner. And he'll have to get that taken care of because that's running pretty good there, Jamie. Haven't had a whole lot of blood. Haven't had a whole lot of overtime matches here today to slow this thing down. It's moving pretty good. Pretty good pace here.
Yeah, it really is. And, that's usually how this tournament goes. It usually stays pretty quick, and that's what you like to see, especially, that first weekend, everybody, nice weather outside. People want to get to outside, but things have really gone well here in this tournament, and I'm sure it'll continue to do so.
Well, we have this particular round to get through, and then we got some 7th place matches. And then they're going to wrestle the championships in the middle, the 3rd and 4th, 5th, and 6th on the sides. And they're going to go first available mat for the 1st, 2nd, or for the 3rd and 4th, 5th, and 6th. And keep the championships in the middle. And then if the 3rd and 4th, and 5th, and 6th get done early, the 3rd and 4th, 5th, and 6th get done early, then they'll put 1st and 2nds on every mat. So It'll go fairly quick after that. All right, Headington back to action after he sees Coach Jason puts for some blood, some cotton, gets that taken care of. 10-0. A takedown, some tilts. Engel's going to go right back at that tilt on the restart. He's going to pick up some back points. Let's see if we can get the fall here. It'll be a 3-point near fall. Again, it's 13-0. Engel needs one more tilt to end this match. Right back to that tight waist tilt because Headington couldn't stop it. He's going to go right back to it. Inside wrist on the left. Going to take that right against his belly button. He's going to tip Headington. 1, 2. Headington, you can see the frustration. There's the 2, and there's the match right there. Engel will win this 15-0. That match is going to be over. Engel on a 15-0 tech fall.
And that's good bonus points. You know, you talk about bonus points. You were talking about the pins earlier, getting 2. You get a tech fall, that's a 1.5, and that's, you know, as tight as the team race is, West Delaware's kind of right in there with Davenport Assumption. Every point's going to count here, and every bonus point is going to count. So great job by Cole Engel, especially coming back after that tough loss that, you know, you had a lead and gave up a pin. But so great effort by him coming back there.
Well, that's one thing, Jamie. There's 2 seniors in the Hawk lineup, and this is the last Bob Murphy you'll ever wrestle in. So you want to come out here and you want to do a good job. You like to, if you can't get yourself in the finals, the next best thing is to get that bronze medal. So, anyway, that's where we're at. Our next match, 145, as I said, Kelmeyer in the final, 52. Mitchell Mangold in the final. We're waiting for Jared Voss to come up at 160. He'll be our next wrestler up, and he'll be taking on from Central DeWitt, I believe. That's Theodore Fox. That Fox name from Central DeWitt is synonymous with the wrestling program down there. Been a lot of Foxes, and Theodore is a sophomore. And Jared Voss, a very fine freshman for West Delaware. That's going to be a good match.
That'll be on deck over here on mat number 1. So we'll have Jared Voss coming back in just a little bit. We'll take another break and come right back. You're listening to West Delaware Wrestling from the Bob Murphy Invitational right after this on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
This is Dr. Tim Collier from Dental Associates of Manchester. We take pride in the environment we provide our patients with a caring attitude and unsurpassed comfort. For the kind, compassionate, and competent dental care you deserve, call us at 927-GRIN. Dental Associates of Manchester, creating healthy smiles for life.
Jay's Auto Supercenter in Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. That's Jay's Auto. Customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Jay's Auto!
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
Family fun and great food await you at Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar. Come out for a fun night of bowling or watch the big game on their 10-foot HD big screen. And of course, great food and your favorite beverages. Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar on East Main in Manchester.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Your family.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Back into Seedorf Gymnasium, Jamie Baskey, Roger Reed, along with you as Jared Voss, freshman from West Delaware, up over here on mat number 1 as Jared taking on Theodore Fox from Central DeWitt on mat number 1.
Well, Theodore Fox is going to try to come out and intimidate the freshman from West Delaware, trying to be real physical, but the freshman from West Delaware is going to drop in on a single and then climb the body of Fox, and he's got Fox on his back, and that's one thing that you're not going to do is intimidate this freshman from West Delaware. Fox is on his back, a leg jerk by Voss, and then he goes cross face to far shoulder. And let's see if he can get the fall out of here. Fox is going to try to get that right arm free and his chest down. A nice job by Voss. He's got to elevate. He's going to elevate the right leg and take Fox right back to his back. Well, if he can reach back, there you go. He reaches back and grabs that right ankle. Now he's going to come right back to the cross face and elevate, cross face the far shoulder and elevate that leg and post that right shoulder on the mat. Great position. There's a 3-point near fall. So Fox will kick that leg free and belly down, and it's a 5-0 lead for the freshman from West Delaware. Now double inside wrist by Voss. See if he can roll one of those out. Going to kick the leg free. Got inside wrist on the left, and now he's making Fox eat some of that Resolite as he's pushing and driving Fox across the mat. Fox's face is planted now. Head lever by Voss on the right. He's going to quickly pop back over to the left. Head lever now on the left. Using that leverage that he's got. Let's see if he can drop down to the wrist and finish that head lever. Fox on all fours, trying to pull the tight waist off. Voss goes back to a claw ride. Claw ride by Voss. Fox now up on all fours, 13 seconds left to go. And let's see if he can keep Fox down for his final 7 seconds and take that 5-0 lead into the second period. And it looks like he will as the first period expires. Nice period by the freshman from West Delaware. Voss's choice, he's got the red leg band on. The Hawks wearing their black singlets with the white waistband, with the orange and black West Delaware across the waistband. Going to be Voss's choice as he's got the red leg band on. He's going to defer over to Fox, and let's see where Fox decides to go. Referee's over to the table right now, checking out. I'm sure that is the right score. Just verifying that is. Gonna have 2 minutes put up on the clock. There it is. And Fox is going to choose down. Going to put Voss back up on top. There's a sit-out turn-in by Fox. Does a very, very nice job of it. Voss now with the front trip. Blocks off the right leg of Fox and knocks him back down. Then he goes right back to work on that right arm, trying to set up a ball and chain. Got the right arm of Theodore Fox buried between his legs. Got a ball and chain locked up. We'll see if he can turn this into some back points. There's a chicken wing looking right at him. He's going to scoop that. Textbook wrestling right here from the freshman. Let's see if he can keep the ball and chain. He's got the chicken wing. And a ball and chain on the right. Now Fox frees the ball and chain. Voss will go back to work with an inside wrist on the left. Now he's going to pull that inside wrist out to a bar. Let's see if he can set the farmer up. He's going to put that left elbow right in the right ear of Fox and try to set that farmer up. And Fox is going to pop his head up. Fox will pop his head up and now attack. Dive in and take the right leg of Jared Voss and pick up a 2-point reversal. It's now 5-2. Fox now working the cross face from left to right, pulling on the chin of Voss. And Voss now with an outside stand-up. He's going to turn in and face Fox. And Fox is going to drive Voss back down to the mat. 37 seconds. Voss up 5-2. Again, he deferred the third in the second period to Fox. It's up 5-2. Got to keep wrestling here. Fox now with a hard, tight waist with the right, trying to set up a chicken wing with the left. Got to be careful here. Keep your head up if you're Jared Voss so you don't get near side cradled. Now high leg overstep by Voss. Nice hip heist. He's going to pick up a 2-point reversal, and he missed sweeping the arm. Fox, but it's going to be a 2-point reversal, so he's up 7-2 now, going into period number 3 as this period winds down. Nice job. Nice job, Boss's choice. He's going to choose down as he checks the coaching corner. Coach Jeff Boss and Pat Phillips in the corner there. Boss set. Fox up on top. There's the whistle. Nice job. Nice job. There's 2 and back points right there by Voss. Is he going to step behind the legs of Fox and take him down? The 2-point reversal. Voss might get the fall here. 145 and counting. That's a Kodak moment right there. Great picture. There it is right there. Fall. And 4:21. The freshman will move on to the bronze medal match here. And he's going to take on Gavin Ashley from Muscatine. And they did wrestle. They've wrestled already, but in the cross bracket, they've come back. And that was a 2:47. That was a 2:47 fall in the quarterfinals by Voss. So he'll have a rematch. So things look very good for the freshman right there. As Jared Voss will wrestle for 3rd and 4th. Again, at weight class 170, Jack Newhouse in the finals taking on Logan Pitts from DeWitt Central. 182, Jordan Breeze from West Delaware in the finals. He'll be taking on Thomas Bentley from Red Oak. 195, Harrison Goebel in the finals. Jamie, Seth Adrian or Lilligraven? I did not see that. I thought it might have been Lilligraven.
No, Adrian.
Does Adrian win the match?
Yeah, he won by fall.
He won by fall. Okay, Adrian by fall. So the Goebel and Adrian. Seth Adrian, a sophomore from Davenport Assumption. So a lot of great matches.
Ben Ridenauer just got called up to mat number 1. He will be in the hole on mat 1. So, again, we will have another short break, and then we will have Ben Ridenauer. And we'll have Ben Ridenauer up as he'll be taking on Easton Warner from Benton Community. And then we'll follow that with Cody Wenger of West Delaware. He will be taking on Liam Mahoney of Red Oak. So we'll take another short break, come back with those 2 matches in just a little bit. You're listening to them right here on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Stop by Dyersville Comics and Games, your local comic book and gaming store today. Gaming events go on daily, and there is a great selection of comics and games to choose from. It's definitely worth a stop. Dyersville Comic and Games, located on 2nd Avenue Southeast in Dyersville. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches on a successful season.
The victory is yours at Victory Ford.
Hey, this is James Halverson, Service Manager at Victory Ford in Dyersville. Our service and parts team at Victory Ford is dedicated to keeping your car in tip-top shape. And our sales department makes buying a car easy and hassle-free. Stop out to Victory Ford in Dyersville or online at victoryfordonline.com. Good luck, athletes and coaches.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and New Vienna. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
High-Tech Communications is your local service provider for telephone systems, fire detection, audio, video, security and surveillance systems, wiring, and more. High-Tech has decades of experience in the industry. Contact High-Tech at 563-927-4936, online at hightechcommunications.us. High-Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
Are you looking for great food and a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination, or enjoy 2-for-1 happy hour every Monday through Thursday from 4 until 6 p.m. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
When selecting the right tire for your vehicle, you want choice. Bobin Tire and Automotive Service in Manchester gives you choice with the top tire brands available today. For the tire choice you want and the service your vehicle needs, see Bobin Tire and Automotive in Manchester. Open Saturdays for your convenience.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
This is George Davis from the law offices of Locher and Davis in Farley and Dyersville. Proud sponsor of our local youth as they develop confidence, character, and teamwork in high school athletics and learn lessons that last a lifetime. Best wishes to all our local students. We are cheering for you. Locher and Davis law offices located in Farley and Dyersville.
Back into the Seedorf Gymnasium, Bob Murphy Invitational, as we take a look at recap quickly before we take our break here. As going to take our lunch break here and bring you back with the championship matches as we are concluding the consolation semifinal round matches. As we start at weight class 106, Luke Farmer from West Delaware, the freshman, he will be wrestling for third place. He'll be taking on Jonathan Earp of Red Oak. At 113 pounds, Evan Woods of West Delaware will wrestle for third place as he'll be taking on Robert Howard of DeWitt for the third place match. No West Delaware wrestler at 120 pounds. At 126, Stavely Mowry will wrestle for third place as he will take on Isaac Payne of Central DeWitt. 132 pounds, Ryan Phillips of West Delaware in the championship match. He'll take on Matt Robertson of Davenport Assumption. At 38 pounds, Cole Engel of West Delaware will wrestle for third and fourth place as he will take on Eli Rose of Grinnell. At 145 pounds, Cale Meyer of West Delaware is in the championship match as he will take on Wyatt Dillon of Grinnell. 152, Mitchell Mangold in the championship for the Hawks as he will take on Justin McCunn from Red Oak in that championship match. 160 pounds, Jared Voss of West Delaware will wrestle for third and fourth place against his first opponent of the day, Gavin Ashley of Muscatine. 170 pounds, Jack Newhouse of West Delaware is in the championship. He will take on Logan Pitts of Central DeWitt. At 182 pounds, Jordan Brees of West Delaware also in the championship match. He will take on Thomas Bentley of Red Oak in the finals. 195 pounds, Harrison Goebel of West Delaware in the finals. He'll take on Seth Adrian of Davenport Assumption. And Ben Ridenauer is getting ready to wrestle his third place semifinal round match as he will take on Easton Warner of Bent Community. And Cody Wenger will wrestle in the seventh place semifinal as he will be taking on Liam Mahoney of Red Oak. Current team scores West Delaware with 214.5. Second place is Davenport Assumption with 186.5, and Decorah in third place with 146 points. We're going to take a break and come back. We'll come back for the championship matches and let you know
how the other Hawks are doing here. So stay with us. We're going to send it back to the station where Faith is going to play some music, and we'll get you back here for the championship matches right here from the Bob Murphy Invitational on Mix 94.7 KMCH.